So I reposted the birthdays list.
Okay, audio and everything is live, so when everybody is ready.
Okay, well, then let us begin. So, I can just go ahead?
Yep.
Alright, well then, hey, hi everyone. Welcome once again to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. And this is Fifi Squeaks, the Dungeon Mistress, and my pronouns are she, her. And I will pass it on to the hostess.
Hi everybody, my name is Astrid. I am the hostess of the stream. I play... almost said the wrong character name. Zarni Greenblade. Our pronouns are she, they. Passing it off to Blasty.
Hello, it's Blasty, also known as Blastflight. I am playing Sojin of Wind. Our pronouns are he, they. I pass it off to Dot.
Hello, I am Dot. I'm playing Troyka Eldori. I use she, they pronouns. My character uses she, her pronouns, and I pass it on to Wandren.
Hello, I am Wandren. I play in this campaign Iskander, Kastrioti, Sotova. We both use she, her pronouns. And passing it off to Grumpy.
Hi there, I'm Grumpybear. I'll be playing Jory Fourtoes. Our pronouns are he, him, and I pass it back to Fifi.
Okay. And last time we had continued our adventures in the Stolen Lands, and as always, I'm going to ask Sojin to please give us a recap.
Episode 5, Legging It Back to Oleg's. When the team dove into the den of the Mitflits below the Old Sycamore tree, they did not know what truly crawled down there. Centipedes of large sizes it would be. Mitflits tried to stop the team, but their leader was taken down and taken alive to act as a bartering chip with the Sootscale Kobolds. The team quickly moved over to the Hovel of the Kobolds, only to find a familiar problem gnome guised up as a new prophet for the Kobolds. Through honest words, the team convinced the Kobolds the gnome was best left dead and buried, and an alliance began to forge. Now we return to our team, preparing for a feast, talking with the leader of the Kobolds.
Okay. And that's going to take us over to the Kobold Caves. Now, since we're not in dungeon time anymore, I'm not going to take us to the dungeon map, so we'll just stick to this.
Mhm.
But later that day, the scouts for the Sootscale Kobolds return, and they come bearing gifts, mostly foul things that they found, fish that they fished up, berries that they found, and they prepare a campfire meal for the group. It is very rustic, very campfire-y, so, it's not exactly fine dining, but it's filling and it's a good stick-to-your-ribs meal. You are seated as best as you can around the table with the chieftain, Micmac the kobold that you assisted in the Mitflits cave, in the Old Sycamore tree, and a few scattered others. Food was had, drinks were enjoyed, mostly wine that was stolen from the Mitflits, who stole it from various people around the Stolen Lands, as well as a strange, mushroomy, pumpkin-y brew, and lots of moon radishes. Towards the end of the meal, the chieftain looks towards your group and looks to you one by one, and then finally points at Jory, being the smallest of you, and says, "We're very happy to have helped you, and we're very happy that you have helped us. Old Sharptooth will be pleased with what has happened today. But is there any way that we may assist you before you return to your adventures?"
Sojin would lean over to Jory. Ask them about the Stag Lord. What do they know about the Stag Lord?
Very well. We would be interested in learning more about the Stag Lord. Who he is, where he resides, that kind of information.
The Stag Lord. The tall folk with the horned helmet, and he makes a gesture with his hands above his head like he's got antler horns, who commands many that rampage around these lands, yes?
Yes, that one.
We don't know exactly where his camp is, but for what you've done for us, it would be easy for us to find him. If you wish, we can send out our scouts to see if we can find him. Come back within a week or so, and we should be able to tell you what we discover.
Oh, that'll give us enough time to head back up to Oleg's, and then back down here, stopping over to clear out the moonradish patch.
Plans within plans, is it, boss?
Scratching one's back, scratching others. Maybe we can recruit these guys to work the moonradishes and start up some deals.
Fair trade is fair trade, is it not?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you see a few of the kobolds look like scratching at a bit at the wall and muttering amongst themselves. Iskander and Troyka, you overhear them muttering in common language, asking about if the caves has any more value. They don't see any more metals. We can't seem to find any more of the shiny metals, the one that make good knives to defend ourselves.
Should I do like a recall knowledge check here? Because
Well,
these Iskander, like,
What are you trying to
trying to
discover?
figure out like what they might be referring to, if it's like silver or basically like trying to figure out what kind of metal they're describing based on the description.
What metal or what would you like? What skill would you like to use?
Let's see. I need to figure out if I actually have a skill that's relevant.
While you do that, can I try making a different skill check?
Sure. What do you got in mind, and what would you like to do?
Okay, so from my experience wandering around the roots and the underside of the tree, what are can I make a lore elemental check to say whether or not my tremor sense kind of picked up that there's still stuff worth digging, or if they should put their focus elsewhere?
You sure can. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Also, I just realized Iskander doesn't have any relevant skills for that kind of recall knowledge.
Not even craft.
Nah,
Not even
not even
nature.
crap.
What about nature?
Nope.
Okay. Well, 13 will do it. So, I'm going to type you some information. Meanwhile, the chieftain is looking towards the others and says, "So, will you be staying here in the mines, or our scouts saw that you had horses on the outside that could not come in here. If you wish, you could camp out there, and we could send guards to protect you for the night."
Troyka almost immediately says, "I would like to sleep in the mines."
You would be
So,
more than welcome to. We could set up a bed unless you wish to find your own space.
Iskander just thanks them for the offer, but says that he's just going to sleep outside.
I will
Sojin
outside as well.
looks to
Missing out on
Zarni.
good caves.
Well, go ahead. First, what were you saying, Troyka?
Oh no, I was teasing that everyone's going to miss out on some good caves.
All right,
Mhm.
Sojin, what were you saying?
Sojin looks to Zarni for her answer.
I would rather sleep out under the sun, under the moon.
Very well.
Look-
Oh, go ahead.
Outside it is.
Very well. Then, pointing to Troyka, you may find a space wherever you like. There's plenty of space here. Some of our scouts will remain outside to protect you, the rest of your party.
Thank you.
And with that, the chieftain raises up his mug. More mushroom wine, please. and a kobold toddles along in and pours out of a bottle, filling it with a very pungent wine, and motions to the rest of you, asking if you'd like any. By the way, Troyka, I went ahead and whispered what you have discovered. In Roll20.
Sojin takes a little.
I see it. Okay.
Is the mushroom wine secretly ayahuasca?
No.
Boy, I hope not. Or this is going to be a really interesting campaign.
You thought we were playing Kingmaker. It's now the pink elephant segment.
Sojin sighs, takes a sip. Sadly, there's no hallucinogenics in this.
You take the ayahuasca, then suddenly you have to fight a group of tech bros.
No.
That's terrible. By the way, go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Anybody who's drinking the mushroom wine.
No,
while
thank
the
you.
group is
Actually,
discussing
you know what?
I was waiting for someone else to do it.
Alright, I gotta find my character sheet. 1 second.
Sojin does mention, well, we did pick up about 7 short swords on our travels that we don't really need. And a pair of hatchets as well.
Those are made for tall folks. We can make our own. We just need the metals.
No, that's what I'm saying. You could take them, break them down and reforge them into metals that you can use.
And the kobold points. Well, go ahead. You first.
Jory steps forward 1 step and pulls out one of the 4 daggers that he carries, and says, "Would this do?"
That would be perfect. That would do just fine. And then the chieftain. And by the way, Zarni, you failed, so you gain 1 rank of the stupefied condition.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it'll wear off after a night's rest.
Iskander can survive the wine. Iskander can survive the wine, but she takes one swig of it, and she's like, she just makes a face, and then just and then just puts the glass down.
Sojin just looks a little bit disappointed, like, I was expecting some hallucinogens.
Why?
Zarni's gonna just if Iskander's not gonna drink that, after a while she will grab it and drink it.
Iskander will not stop her.
Jory
Iskander might judge her, but she won't stop her.
Jory with his keen eyes noticed that everyone else has made a face at it, so he hasn't touched it.
Troyka, with her lack of keen eyes, doesn't see anyone's facial expressions, so she takes a sip.
All right, go ahead and make a check. And also,
I will say that she is going to attempt to finish off Iskander's for to make it appear that maybe she did drink the whole thing, out of politeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, you're fine. So it is a very pungent,
more fortitude than I do.
Strongly tasted wine. Also, Troyka, would you like to respond to what you were whispered?
Yeah. She will kind of approach the chieftains and after kind of awkwardly waving to try and get their attention, point out that that she believes that the metals that they're looking for in the mines have been tapped, that they have mined what's left of it, but that there are, in her opinion, still plenty of useful minerals, but they aren't going to find what they're looking for.
That's a problem. We do not have a forge, but perhaps we can... We do have some weapons that have been claimed in our war against the Mitflits, so we could scrapple something together. And if worse comes to worse, if you can stop this stag lord from rampaging, then maybe we could have an easier time looting and scavenging what we need.
Well, we do have another option. If we stop them, you can actually get yourself employment, possibly running a little farm with the moon radishes. So you don't need to. Pillage. You could actually just do proper commerce.
Perhaps,
And-
but we'll have to see if old
Oh,
Sharptooth would allow us to. And with that, he makes
understandably.
a motion.
Oh, understandably. But we would love to have you as an ally moving forward.
We'll keep that in mind. But for now...
Again, understandable. We take it one day at a time, my friend.
Very well. But in the meantime, if you do need us for anything in the immediate future, you can let us know. But unless old Sharptooth allows it, we cannot possibly commit to anything more.
Then we will not ask
Of
you
course,
more.
we respect Sharptooth.
Thank you.
Of course.
And with that, the kobold basically downs the rest of his drink. And is there anything else that the party wishes to say or do while you're here?
Nope.
No,
I'm
not
drunk.
that I can think of.
Sojin picks up Zarni and goes to set up camp, and tuck her in for the night.
Okay. So there is no need to actually prep any to prepare watches because the kobolds, true to their word, will set up a camp and watch for you. So you'll have a very restful night. If you don't mind, a bunch of tiny lizards basically like squatting down exactly like 30 feet away from you, like looking out to make sure that nothing bothers you.
It's comforting, honestly.
Yeah, as far as since you're the odd one out, what is it like sleeping in the ground, underground?
It's the best sleep she's had in weeks. It's incredibly familiar in a way that she can't put her finger on, but she lays in the fucking tunnel and just honk shoe.
Aww.
Yeah,
What I was doing 30 minutes ago.
and some of the other kobolds actually seem to join you in that. Basically, just conking out as soon as they put their heads down on the ground. And the next morning, when you wake up, the first one that wakes up next close to you looks up and says, "Sleep like us. You're a tall folk kobold, honorary."
She has such a like I'm so honored to be given this this title kind of expression, and she says that I will be a friend to the kobolds.
And with that, the kobold gets up and says, "Well, it's time for hunting." And with that, the kobold gathers a spear, basically a scrabbled together spear, and kicks a few to wake them up, and then they start forming up parties to head out. While that's going on, the party up top side, same thing. The kobolds have given you a very restful sleep because they were watching over you. So you're all relaxed and chilled, and you can have your breakfast, and Zarni, you can prep your spells.
Yep.
Is there anything that the party wishes to do in the morning?
Nothing that she's gonna do, but I just want to remind everyone that we should have 2 hero points in this session because
Yes.
of what I. Yeah.
Yep.
Because Iskander was super kind and made a super handy guide for the kingdom part of the adventure once we get there, I am rewarding everybody 2 hero points for this session. So go ahead and mark yourself at 2 hero points.
Mm.
Yep. And Sojin just makes breakfast for the group.
Okay. Were you just going with like prepped rations, or were you making something else?
Let's see. Trying to remember. Did we link the cooking? No, you're just doing prepped rations today, so I don't have any extra ingredients right now.
Okay. Yeah,
Because we haven't gathered anything along the way.
Well, yeah. Remember, you can always gather like basic ingredients. You just need to search or special. You search or specialize for anything else. You know.
All right. Well, then we'll just do that. I'll take a few minutes, gather some basic ingredients. and cook up something special for this morning.
Okay. So I guess you're gonna try your luck at a basic meal.
Yep.
Can
All
I
right.
Let me-
assist with a nature check for helping gather ingredients?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Is anybody else doing anything specialized in the meantime?
Jory's gonna watch the kobolds get ready for their little hunt.
Okay.
Troyka's
And
gonna
Iskander's just gonna
ask them a few questions.
What were you saying, Troyka?
Troyka's gonna look over the equipment that the kobolds do have to see if she can mend anything.
Most of the equipment that they have tends to be like it's very much a slapdash repair job. Like they gathered up like a knife here, a sword there, broke off a piece, tied it to a stick. Basically, it's real like survivor gear. Like make do with what's there.
Kind of guerrilla
So,
tactics weaponry.
So it
How lo-
wouldn't be. Go ahead.
How long are the spears they're trying to use?
The spears are effectively the size, lengthwise of like a longsword, because they're made for kobolds.
Iskander's actually just gonna like, mingle with the kobolds, try and leave a positive impression with them.
Okay.
She might like make a sacrifice at the altar of, or like she's gonna ask what they sacrifice at the altar of Sharptooth, and then offer to do that when she returns one day.
All right. So let me handle the cooking check first. So Astrid, Zarni did give the help, so that's going to be a +1, which makes it a 23.
And a
I-
DC 18 cooking check.
Yes, it is. So that's going to be a success, which means you prepare a meal. The rest of the party gets a +1 status bonus to all saving throws until basically for the day.
Nice.
So keep that in mind.
In conversation with the kobolds, what is it they're going to be hunting with these makeshift spears?
The kobolds tell you that they are primarily hunting like deer, things like that, rabbits, basically things that are running on the ground because they don't have anything that can like take any of the birds, even though that's a delicacy for them. And real quick, just to Troyka, you said you wanted to see if you could make any mends.
Yeah.
That would be a craft check, we'll say.
I'm on it.
Oh,
I'll reroll.
Well, okay. Since you got a natural 20, not only do you see some very simple fixes, some easy ways to repair it, but you can actually recommend some really easy fixes. Effectively, this is going to give a +1 check to influence them once we get to the kingdom phase, because the Sootscale Kobolds are a faction. And also, they're going to be a little bit hardier when it come if they get recruited into like an army. And also, it'll be cheaper to supply them because they'll actually know how to do it themselves a bit better.
holy shit!
Yeah, she's there to she tries her best not to use her elementalist or kineticist stuff when giving recommendations here, but like, holy shit, I actually found a use for my improvised repair skill. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sojin,
Yes.
could we give them 10 of those crossbow bolts?
Oh, well, we also have about 70 of these darts we pulled out from the Mitflits.
And my sling and its bullets.
But yeah, 10 crossbow bolts. Yeah, those should be good enough to make up something for them. Yeah, here.
Crossbow bolts would be a good medium-sized spear for these guys.
Yeah, it would. You just attach. They just need to attach a big chunk of metal to handle to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Okay. I'll make that proposal to them then.
All right.
Go for it.
Jory walks over to one of the hunting party getting ready and says, I have here some spear shafts that you might be able to repurpose and reuse later on. These will be a little bit stronger than some of the ones you're carrying. And he shows him the crossbow bolts.
Okay, and the kobolds look at it and they immediately say, "This would be very helpful." Yes, we do have some hand crossbows that were taken from the tall folk or bandits that the Mitflits managed to run down. Thank you. We could certainly use this.
You're welcome.
And meanwhile, Troyka is explaining to the party how to make basic repairs and how to find supplies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, and I mentioned the benefits that you've earned for that, and this is a permanent benefit for the rest of the campaign.
Oh,
So, with that, breakfast is done. Zarni, are you finished with your spell prep?
Yeah.
Okay. So then the kobolds wave goodbye and explain that they are going to need to hunt, basically like fixing things that the Mitflits broke during their war. But you're always welcome back anytime. And they remind you that they they should have finished their scouting within a week or so.
Very well.
All right. Boom.
So, with that, it's the start of a brand new day, the 20th of why did I forget the month?
Oh no.
Here it is, the 20th of 21st, pardon, of Farast. So, where do you go?
Well, we head north towards. As you can see, I drew a line on the map there, sort of our path.
All right, we'll go ahead and move. Does the party agree to that route to get back to Oleg's?
Yep.
Iskander does.
Basically, the plan is basically we move to each spot, reconnoiter, explore, basically spend our full day at one spot, then move to the next,
Yeah, that
and
works.
so on.
Okay. So then the party moves. Go ahead and move yourself to
I
GB
did.
15. Oh, awesome. And you'll spend the rest of the day reconnoitering, correct?
Correct.
So, let me just take you to that map. Nettles Crossing, here we go. The party has now discovered Nettles Crossing, which, as you can see, is a former bridge that has a toll bridge, like a toll booth station that looks to be broken up nearby near where Jory is. And it looks like that the bridge at one time would have been a very strong, like, toll bridge with like a rope and pulley system to pull the bridge up and down, and to allow it to be used to cross from the Greenbelt or from the Roslyn Highlands into Tuskwater. But it looks like that something. Now that you come closer, it looks like that a lot of the bridge and little toll section, including the little hut that looks to be half floating in the water, appears to have been burned down, almost like it was like charred and cindered somewhat. What does the party
Like
do?
it was assaulted?
Perhaps give me a perception check.
Sure thing.
Yes. Sojin's just gonna start walking the shoreline and just examining everything about the water in the area. So I guess that's a perception check as well.
Yep, and I'm asking everybody what are you doing for 10 minutes. Okay. So
Whoa,
I'll
whoa.
describe what you notice in just a moment. Going down a list. Zarni, what are you doing for the next 10 minutes?
Quick question: how fast is the water going?
It's a lazy stream. Like it's not going. It's not a fierce. It's not flowing very swiftly, but it is flowing fast enough down into a larger body of water down to the southeast
Okay.
or southwest. Pardon.
I'm gonna send Yef into the river
Okay. And Yef.
to explore. Oh no! What happened? Sorry, my monitor is doing something weird.
Oh. Well, Yef jumps down to the water and swims around, and you can make a perception check for Yef.
Yeah, give me just 1 second. That was weird.
All right. Well, in the meantime, Jory, what are you doing?
I'll be scouting around to see if there's another way across somewhere within sight of the bridge here.
Okay. Give me a perception check then.
No.
Okay. And finally, Troyka, what are you doing for the next 10 minutes?
I think she's going to like. I think she's just gonna hop down like onto the water and just like walk around on top of it and just like look at fish and stuff.
Right. She has water walk. I totally forgot about that.
Yep.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, it's not a very far dive down, like maybe about 7 feet down. So and it's on a gentle slope, so you slide down and get on the water and walk around. And you notice that while there are fish swimming around, the fish seem to like. I'm just gonna draw a line real quick just so that you can see. The fish seem to be making a straight line and then taking a large veering turn for some odd reason. Let me just go over everyone. Let's see. Iskander, when you investigate the area, you see what looks to be that some of the wood has like arrow marks on them, like something was shot into them. And around these arrow marks are the strongest burn marks, so it leads you to realize that someone likely shot flaming arrows at this area.
Gotcha.
Sojin, you said, what were you looking at again?
Watching the water line, basically watching the shore and the water to see if there's anything strange.
Well, you do notice something strange, so I'm going to come back to you because you're going to be last for this. Jory, you unfortunately don't see anything obvious at least within eyesight. You may have to go up or down the river further to see.
Yep.
It may just need to be the bridge just may need to be repaired like you did previously. And finally, Yef doesn't notice anything in the water except for fish. Lots of big fish.
I'm
Of course,
hungry.
he's distracted.
Nom.
Of course he does. Just animal instinct takes over.
Now, you, on the other hand, Sojin, you notice something after a while crawling out of the water.
Sojin turns, pulls out one of those hatchets, and yeets it at whatever the fuck that is.
Do you actually throw the dagger? Do you actually throw it?
Like, in its... no, actually I don't. Sojin turns, ready to throw the hatchet. It's like, what the fuck are you?
What you see is a figure. Oh, actually, I can show you a picture of it. Give me a second. Let me just...
If it's a doppelganger again, I am going to scream.
It is a doppelganger? No. So, chat, the reason for that is that in the last campaign, I tormented... Go ahead.
It was 2 campaigns ago.
Oh, 2
or
campaigns
3.
ago.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Here you go. This is what you see.
Oh.
So you see a ghoulish figure and a ghoulish figure holding a large Ronsor. The figure takes one look at your group, sees Sojin raising up a weapon to chuck, and the figure holds up a hand as if warning you to stop. And the figure says, "You are not my tormentors. You are not the ones that have. You are not the ones that have caused harm. And by the way, if you put the horse down, I can put it to be in the
Oh.
back.
Yeah.
You are not the ones that have caused my home, my livelihood to sink into the waters.
No,
No.
we're not. We are people moving through these lands, trying to reestablish a kingdom, I guess.
Question.
But also to
What-
free.
Go ahead.
Who did destroy your cabin? It looked like it was destroyed by a fire.
The figure looks to your group one by one and says, "What do you think of the Stag Lord?"
Fuck him.
Sounds like a bad dude.
And the figure nods approvingly at Sojin. "Very well. Bring the Stag Lord's head and toss it into the water so that I may see it one last time, so that I may have the last laugh. And then I shall reward your group."
Deal.
Who
Sure.
are you?
See.
That is a good question.
The figure looks to Troyka. "I am Davik Nettles. This is Nettles Crossing. It was a place that I have forged to take a toll, to allow travelers to cross the river from the Greenbelt and the Roston Highlands to Tuskwater.
In the back
The
of my
Stag
mind, I was
Lord.
like, oh, he's a toll keeper? Prepare to drown.
The Stag Lord took offense, demanded that I pay him, so I sent his men packing," and he swings his ransor meaningfully. "This," pointing to the remains of the bridge, "is what happened." And with that, Davik waits a moment to see if anybody has any further questions.
Does this mean I can't eat your fish? Says Yep.
The fish do not belong to me.
Yay!
That one may eat his fill.
Well then, we shall endeavor to come back here with his head.
Certainly.
Good. So the party has now unlocked the quest Davik's Revenge. So you can mark that down.
Woohoo!
Do you want me to make a land bridge here?
Are
Do
we
not. As he's like slowly sinking the water, Davik says, "Do not. I wish the Stag Lord to see what he has wrought. Then you may build a bridge, so that way it may serve as a gravestone for the evil one."
How are we gonna get across?
Basically, Troyka kind of has the look of like, okay, but like, what about right now?
Like,
I mean,
temporary?
Sojin's like,
We've
guys,
been cursed. This land is cursed by a ghost. Clearly, we're not meant to cross this yet.
yeah.
We'll cross
Well-
that bridge when we come to it.
Sojin just chuckles. We have to head north anyway at the moment. We have to get back to Oleg's. We could cross back. We could figure this a crossing later. Plus, we don't know if the Stag Lord is this direction anyway. He might be south of us, and it'd be better to cross over that way.
And
Let's,
with
uh,
that,
let's move-
Davik Nettles disappears into the water.
All right, shall we move, clear the river, set up for the night, head on to the next day?
Good to me.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go down the list. So, Jory, we're gonna start with you. Please give me a flat D20 check for a random encounter. $12? Okay. So,
Actually, I rolled it twice. Got a 3 and then a 12.
okay, well, that's fine. The 3 means no random encounters today. So, no need to set up watches. I'm assuming that you do your usual thing with Troyka taking the midnight watch. Troyka, what do you build with your crafting for the day?
Kobold.
Yeah,
I mean, that should have been obvious.
that
Actually,
makes sense.
you know what? I take that back. She is going to make a he is going to try to make what I'm blank. Bertuccio.
Bartuccio, yeah.
She is going to try to make like a stone statue of him because,
Okay.
bastard that he was, she feels a little guilty about him getting like killed and not being taken alive.
Okay. You go ahead and give me a craft check. I will give you a +2 because you are a kineticist.
Zarni feels no guilt over killing the guy because
He was a jerk.
Well, and he framed my protector.
Well, yeah, he sucks. Like, and she's even aware that, like, yeah, he sucks. But like, she had
She's guilty that we couldn't have taken him alive.
yeah, it's an outdoor, I think. Anyways, 25.
Which becomes a 27, so that will be more than enough for a critical success. You make a very good, albeit stone and dirt version of Tertusio. Down to actually, you describe, like, are there any particular details, like anything that stood out to?
Yeah, he still
Troyka?
has. Okay, so for what it's
Is
worth,
he
like
sneering?
obviously, as somebody who primarily sees through tremor sense and also maybe seeing the blood moving in your body, some of the like details of his clothing and such are kind of vague, but she does perfectly capture his smug fucking face.
So, what does the party feel about this really good depiction of Tertusio?
Iskander just
Man.
sort of jumps and just yelps.
There should be a sign under it that says, "Be forewarned, any who betray their honor. This shall be your fate."
When the rest of the party is starting to leave, Jory's going to take a whiz on it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yes.
All right. So,
Well, that'll make it even more confusing for future historians, since she has a tendency to bury these. We found a stone effigy of a man, and it's been peed on.
I don't even want to know how this.
Archaeologists are gonna be pissed.
Oh my god.
And the fighter dies, but then comes back to life. Alright, so next day happens. I'm assuming you're not changing your spells, right?
No.
Cool. So, you're moving to GB9, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So, you move, and you are aware that there's something here because of the Mitflit map. So, I would like the party to make a perception check. And since you have the map, basically I'm allowing everybody to roll. At least one of you has to succeed.
I think that we got it.
Oh yeah. Jesus. Alright, no need to roll. You get the first.
The orcs
Okay.
got it.
So, the orcs and Troyka found it. Basically, you see that this is actually an unremarkable piece of land. It's just flat plains with like softly rolling hills, wavy grass, and a gentle breeze passing through the air. Not a lot to really talk about, to be honest. But except for one thing, there is a tree that looks like it was struck by lightning, so it has that kind of charred lightning look, and it's bent so that it looks like a claw sticking out of the ground. There's something odd about it, though, that the three of you notice, and I would like the three of you, just the three that succeeded, to tell me how you determine what is weird about this.
Only 2 of us succeeded.
No, Troyka got it, and...
No,
Oh,
Troyka got a
9.
25. Yeah, the 25
Oh,
was
I
for
was
the
looking at the...
crafting.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, that was
sorry.
crafting skill.
Sorry. So, what did the orcs do?
Eh.
You might
Ignore
wanna
that.
reroll that.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that.
Sojin is basically going to use his knowledge of nature. He was a ship's cook, but he knew how to take care of the ship itself.
Okay.
So nature. He's got to look at this tree, just like lightning scarred tree.
Okay. And
He's seen plenty of those in his lifetime.
Okay. And when you look at the tree, you notice that there's something odd about it, and it takes you a moment to determine what it is. But then it hits you. The tree, parts of the tree appear to have been dug up, or like the base around the tree appears to have been dug up. So there may be something buried here, and you can call the party over if you. What do you do?
Well, it looks like there was something buried here, guys. Might as well take a moment, dig it out. Couldn't hurt. Worst comes to worst, we just salvage parts of the trees. Who knows if this tree is magically enchanted by the lightning? Hell, we can just use it for good firewood.
So, does anybody have a shovel?
Yes,
believe
I
I
do.
Well,
Yes, we do.
no,
We have
but
it-
we
we have-
have Troyka.
That's true. You do have Troyka. So I was.
We have the ultimate shovel.
So between Troyka and Sojin Seville, it takes you just a few minutes to dig it up. And what you find is a leather cloak that is wrapped around a small bundle of items. And I'm going to put down what the items are.
Is there any kind of note or anything like that?
No, actually, not at all. Well, actually, that's not quite true. You do see that there is a book. But when you look at the book, it seems to be it makes no sense until Zarni takes a look at it, because it appears to be a spell book.
Oh,
Ah,
And I'm gonna write down what the spells are because the way witches work, it's really goofy. But basically, you can just throw the book at
Yef, and he can eat it.
At-
I learn it.
yeah. Yeah. So here we go. The dagger is glowing. That's why you know it's magical. And when you look, when you look at it, you notice that it has the wounds of a +1, not striking, just potency.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna shove that down Yef's throat right now.
All right, you can add those spells to your sheet, and they are all
Nom, nom,
primal,
nom,
so you
nom.
can learn them.
Okay. Are they spells or cantrips?
No, they are spells.
Okay. Alright. Do it this
So
way.
what is? Yeah, the dagger, by the way, just remind, is a +1 dagger.
Who likes to throw daggers?
Go for it, man.
Remember, it's +1. It's not a returning, so if you throw it, you'll have to go pick it up.
+1 means that you can enchant it, or add a returning rune to it.
That is correct.
As soon as we find a crafter that can do it.
Well,
Yeah.
we do it. Yeah, I know Oleg will be able to at least put the crafting the rune that we have onto a weapon. I was hoping my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Also, that wand. We have to take a look at that wand, see what that is.
yep, that would be a identify check, which is a
Arcana?
Crafting.
no, it's oh gosh. Actually, I have the player's book right here. But I think it's either Arcana or Occult. So let me just double check that if you don't mind. But in the meantime, since that's the end of the adventuring day, I would like Troyka, your turn. Roll a flat d20 check and tell me what you get.
On it.
All right, let's
3.
see. 3? Okay, no random encounters for the day. You guys have got lucky so far. So, let me see. Skills, general skill actions. So that's 228.
Identify magic.
That's an arcane.
Let
You
me
can
double
also
check.
use occultism.
Let me double check here. Runic
Well,
weapon.
Because
Well,
I'm primal. spells.
Runic
Oh.
weapon is all 4.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That took
Yeah,
me by surprise.
Yeah, all 4 of those spells are on the primal sheet, so you can
Okay.
learn all of them.
Whew.
But what I mean is that you can roll occultism to identify the wand.
Oh! Okay, I can do that.
Alright, go for it.
Whee!
Alright, what did you roll? 18. Alright, so on an 18, that will be a success. So, that means that you get a sense of what... The wand, when you wave it around a little bit, starts to grow hot in your hand, and after a moment of experimentation, you find that it's a wand of burning hands,
Yeah!
which is on the primal sheet, so you can use it.
Hey, Fee, food's ready.
Okay, so I guess let's pause here and we'll grab food and take 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright, so take 5.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll have to
I'll be
figure
right
that
back.
out. Oh. Mm. Okay, try that again.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Alright.
But yeah, runic weapon is just like that's your start off the you start off the match with that. You give somebody a plus attach their weapon as a +1.
Huh.
No, it's just more than just a +1 because of +1 striking. So,
Yeah. So basically I could superpower one person's weapon.
yep.
Mine!
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Having a hard time adding the Wand of Burning Hands to my sheet.
Okay, what were you saying?
Having a hard time adding the Wand of Burning Hand on my sheet.
Well, just put Burning Hands as a focus spell and change it to a wand,
That's what I've been
like you
doing.
did with. Really? Hold on, let me check your sheet.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think
Yeah.
right. No, I think I know what's going on. Call it Breathe Fire.
Breathe fire?
Because
Okay.
I forgot. Yeah, because I forgot that Burning Hands was name changed because of WotC's nonsense.
Yeah.
So Wand of Breathe Fire.
Okay. And then...
Actually, it makes more sense that way anyway, because the wand of burning hands make it sound like it's going to burn someone's hands when they pick up the wand.
Well,
Hey.
It's a booby-trapped wand. It burns you when you pick it up.
Nice to have a backup.
good because I also have.
Free Fire is one of your base spells, yeah.
Yeah.
So that means you could free up a spell slot.
Yep. Or double up.
Or double up. Oh yeah. Anyway.
I'll be making spaghetti and meat sauce here, so that's what this sizzle is.
So are we all back?
I'm here.
I'm back.
I
I
am.
have to turn you down. I have to turn you down on my end, Grumpy. There we go.
Tick Rumps is making sketty, which I will not eat, so I have my own food.
And she doesn't eat my cooking anymore.
I do not like spaghetti. And I do eat your
I am
cooking.
back with it.
I'm picky.
Only when it's bacon, eggs, and pancakes.
Hold on, Troyka, you said something?
No comment.
Just that I'm back with my food.
Okay. Well, a day passes. Nothing happened during the night. Are we live again?
Oh, we've been live this whole time.
Oh, okay.
I did not take
And
a
we move ourselves. And then we move north again.
RL3?
RL3. And
Yep.
we reconnoiter.
Oh, yes.
This one, there's no need to actually make a roll. However, what you find is what looks to be a small party of humans dressed in leathers like you've been seeing the Stag Lord's bandits, all surrounding a hole, a large, dug hole in the ground, and you see that one of them looks half dragged into the hole, and peering down, you do see what looks to be a small satchel and sack, and it occurs to you that Bakken, the alchemist, had mentioned that he saw strange things roaming around in the darkness and basically attacking like a gopher at things. So it's very likely that this is what he was referring to. What will the party do?
Sojin looks to Troyka. I don't know if you can sense that thing that they're looking at, but would it be possible for you to catapult that out of their hole and over to us?
Fee, how far away is it?
Let's see. The hole extends for about 35 feet.
Okay, in that case, since she's just... Nah, it's too far away.
Were we supposed to get rid of this thing?
Well, actually, no. Let me look at the map again. No, I'm sorry. It's 25 feet. My bad.
I'm just saying, would it be enough force if we have a block of earth pop up out of there? Would that be enough to fling it up in the air and towards us?
What are you trying to do precisely?
Okay, so if this bag is in a hole, and these people are around it, is it possible for us to raise the ground in quick speed, attack like a spring, and fling it up in the air and get it away from them?
Like Toph when she tries to pop kick something.
Well, I think you misunderstand. There aren't people around. There are bodies around.
Ah!
Okay,
It's like someone the humans was dragged into the hole.
You said people. We thought they were still alive.
yeah.
No.
So
I said there are the bodies of people, so that's my bad.
My question was going to be, do we let the gopher thing kill them first so we don't have to? Okay, that's been done. So yeah. Now
Well
what's
then,
the choice?
I mean, let's go examine whatever this thing is then. See how these people were killed.
Okay.
So do you wish to climb down into the hole?
No, not yet.
Okay, so what do you do?
Well, we're looking at the bodies still. What killed them? How'd they die?
Okay. So anybody who's examining the bodies that are up top side, because some of them have been dragged down, give me a nature or medicine check. Or relevant lore.
I have forest lore, if that helps.
Not here, because we're in the plains. Actually, I'll allow you to roll it, it just won't be as effective.
Zarni,
Well-
they're dead.
My nature is the same as my forest lore, so I don't see anything other than
Oh my
a
goodness.
body.
Okay, so Troyka and Sojin come to the same realization after like batting the ideas back and forth. But you notice like some bite marks and some claw marks on some of the bandits. Excuse me. And it appears to be a trapdoor Gila monster.
Oh no!
Oh
So
That's
a
not-
trapdoor lizard, by the way.
Huh, so that's not... So whatever
Perhaps a
that
large
is,
one, in fact.
that's a lot of meat. I'm sorry, that just...
no! In that deadpan, like, freaking DeForest Kelly, just like, he's dead, Sojin.
yeah. Sojin works so well with that, because it sounds almost like Jim.
Yeah.
Well then. A trapdoor Gila monster.
Is that? I've never heard of such a thing.
If it's anything
Think
like
big
shaft
lizard!
spiders.
Think lizard who basically does this... Sojin does this thing where he like makes a flappy, like a door flap motion with one hand over the other. Trapdoor. Think of basically a trapdoor with a monster behind it.
Oh. So, but
In
is,
theory,
is the monster big enough that it created this giant hole?
Yeah.
I have a
Dear
question.
Lord,
Couple questions.
what are we still doing here? We should run.
I mean, technically we could crush it.
Hold on, Jory had a question. Go on.
We have someone here who controls fire, yes?
And someone who controls the earth.
And someone who controls the wind, yes?
I'm of wind, not
So,
controls wind.
well, you can still make the wind blow in a direction you want it to go.
No.
No?
No. She has the ability to cast gusts of wind if she so chooses.
Well, so let's set a fire in front of the hole and blast the smoke down the hole and smoke the thing out.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. No, even without magic we could just smoke it out.
I mean, that tree is dead and dying. We might as well make use of it.
Yeah, still have some of those branches.
Well, remember that's in the previous hex, so that's like some distance away at this point.
Oh, dang it.
And
Right, I did not mention. I mean, probably not nearby, but I still have kindling on me. I have enough to make a fire using the junk that we have. Hell, put together.
There's enough grass leaves to make deadly smoke.
Yeah, and we just chuck that into this leather bag that we have.
Troyka, do you have any ideas about this?
No.
With my plains lore roll, I was going to look around and see if there was any dry brush or anything like that we could gather up and stack in front.
Sure. Go ahead and make that roll. Actually, you just made that roll, so 15. Yeah, you do find some appropriate kindling and things that could be used to create like a fire to smoke out the hole.
Okay. We do
Okay.
this, it's not going to be pretty.
No,
No.
it won't. But that's one less thing for people to worry about.
Exactly.
Okay, so someone to make a fire that would be able to smoke it out. I will need a survival or craft check or relevant lore.
Anybody want to assist me with this?
Yeah, I can help with crafting.
I can assist.
Would you like to take point?
I have a 6, so I don't know.
Yeah, you take point because I only have a 5 in crafting.
All right, here we go.
Well, wait, what?
Well, hold on. Before you roll, that don't count. Who's assisting?
Sojin. And
Okay.
yes. So let's roll. Sojin and Jory are rolling
Okay.
to assist. Okay.
All right, so that's going to give you a +1 to your roll. Iskander, since you know what the plan is to smoke out the creature, would you like to use your abilities to basically set up like an ambush, so that if something comes running out, you can get a shot on it?
Yeah. What,
Oh, crap, I should have set a trap.
That's basically what we have here. We have a we're funneling it out to Iskander.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead.
Yeah, her whole thing is that she charges in and attacks. So, like, the reason she's just backing off so that she can, spur on her horse and drive the lance into it.
Okay.
Like what the original plan for the boar was.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but the boar sniffed you out. Okay. So, then I'll
30 to
tell
50
you
radioactive boars.
So I'll let you make the roll if this succeeds. So you're going to get a +1 to your check. So Troyka, when you're ready.
21.
22. So that 22 is going to be a critical success. So not only have you made a very successful smoking fire, but you've done it in such a way that it fills up the cave particularly well, and a giant Gila monster comes trampling out, just trundling out, and is starting off sickened. And before we do anything, I'm going to see what our resident cavalier can do. So, make your roll as you charge in and stab.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Does that hit?
25. Given that it's sickened, that not only did you hit, but that's a critical hit. So,
oh my god,
that's 23 damage. And well, okay, never mind. I'm not going to bother looking at the rest of the stats. So, you can describe what happens.
Oh, well, in that case, as it starts, immediately as it rises up, just above the hole, she charges in and drives the lance straight into its throat, and all the way through the back to its head.
All right, and you make short work of the giant Gila monster, killing the threat to the wildlife here, and protecting Bakken's hut from whatever it was going to do. And now the way is clear. What do you do? What should do?
Skin it.
Well,
Yeah,
we should
we're
probably
gonna process it for meat.
Wait,
He's
is
gone.
it edible?
It is edible, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the
Alright,
first thing Iskander's going to do is she's going to ask Troyka if she can help her carry the bodies. The bodies of the dead.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so Sojin, go ahead and add one rare material for cooking.
Sweet. I'll add that to my inventory.
Okay. Meanwhile, while Troyka and Iskander are burying the bodies, you do notice that the bodies have 6 short swords among them, 2 bows that are both broken, 12 arrows, 15 bolts, 16 silver coins, and 5 Staglord amulets.
And what about the Was there something actually down there, or is it just like some decoy piece that the critter put out?
Okay. Well, once you put out the fire and explore in, I'm going to need somebody to make a perception check. Who would like to? Who would like to make that roll? Actually, Jory, why don't you make the roll since you were
The smallest in the crew that has to go down the hole.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that you were the only one not busy. But the Gale Blast is actually going to make it that you don't have to make a Fortitude save for the smoke. 17.
Nope.
Excellent. So
Nice.
you find a small bag, and inside the bag is what appears to be a small map. And looking at the map, you almost laugh when you realize what it is, because it looks like it's a map that points to a hidden cache of that is underneath a claw-shaped tree.
Where we just were.
Exactly.
we hear him laughing. Sojin looks up from the body. He looks to Zarni.
I found a treasure map. It leads us right here.
Let me guess. It points at the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is comical.
A real treat.
We could have used this a couple days ago.
True, but we decided to come around the other way.
Oh,
Okay.
win some, you lose some.
Yeah, but hey, at least we got a good meal, something for another day. I got some rare material here.
And if you
Okay.
skinned it right,
Nice.
we have skins that we can trade.
Among other things.
Oh, and you can also add Gila Monster skin in your inventory. That can be sold for 7 silver. In either case, the party camps down, and this time, Iskander, it's your turn to make a random check. Flat
Alright.
D20, if you please.
D20? Gotcha.
Mhm.
Would you mind writing down the loot from the area?
Right, 1 second. And there we go.
All right. Sweet.
All right, so the day passes without incident. The party, there's nothing strange going on. And during the midnight rest, Troyka, what do you make during your midnight ritual?
Okay, this time we're making the kobolds.
Yay!
Anything special about it, like its pose, or is it just a general representative?
It is a triumphant and classy-looking kobold, as opposed to their normal little, gerbil-ass behaviors.
All right, so
Stoic and stately-looking kobold.
Okay. That's going to be enough for a very basic one. It's not as grand as the one that you made, or as highly detailed as the one from Tartuccio, but it does look like a kobold, and it looks like a fine one.
Yeah, I get time has passed and the image has faded in her mind.
That makes sense. Is anybody else doing anything before the night passes?
So Sojin is gonna study the gnome's stupid book.
Nope.
The gnome trying to figure out the language a bit more.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a relevant.
Before Sojin does that, Iskander's just going to offhandedly mention it's written in Undercommon.
I realize that, but still, there might be something else to it.
Okay, you can give me a perception check to see if you can. Are you looking for hidden symbols or signs in it, or are you looking for more? Actually, I believe that Troyka, were you going to ask about the book as well?
Yeah, only insofar as that she planned on sending it to Jamandi, because it mentions that there is basically a conspiracy to unseat her.
Okay. So we'll handle this first. So Sojin, go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you can find some perhaps hidden thing about the book.
Like a key or a hidden cipher.
Exactly. 17.
You spend the night looking over the book, turning it this way and that, looking for some hidden sign or maybe some small notes. And you do find something, but it doesn't appear to be very helpful to you. Basically, in the back of the note, you see a group of very angry rants, written in very, very tiny text about every member of the party. The language used is such that I will not repeat it out loud.
Aw, I want to know what he thought of Zarni.
Fill in the blank.
Very
In
positive
either
feelings,
case,
I'm sure.
in either case, they passes, and you can continue on your way. It is now
Alright.
the 23rd of Frost, and since it's been 2 weeks, everybody mark off a ration.
Alright.
Alright.
Inventory. That should put us at 3 rations. Because we regained some along the way. But our horses are at 1 week of rations.
Which means we need to restock.
Well, we're almost there. Now, this space, do we need to reconnoiter it? Or is it...
No, this one actually has been reconnoitered, so let me just change that one moment. So that one is done. There's nothing there, so you can just move on.
Alright.
Question, is
We
there
move-
actually a color change when you do that? I'm asking
Yes.
because I didn't see it.
Okay,
Uh,
so if you take a look, all the ones that are so this one, and so on. I'll just draw a line here.
Yeah, there's
The-
basically a slightly green border around it.
Okay, that's why I can't tell. Okay.
Okay, should I use a different color?
It
I
looks
say-
orange.
All right, let me. Yeah, I can do
Darker
that.
helps.
All right, I'll go with blue for now. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll change that. Give me a second. Well, I'll do this off camera so that we don't spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah, sorry
But
about that. I couldn't see it.
No, it's all good.
and to be honest, the green, even for me who has proper vision color, it is a very light green compared to it blends into the cells
It
a
does.
lot.
Okay, well, hey, don't worry. That's why we're here. So but you can see the other ones like purple for things that are owned.
Yeah.
I don't think that we've explored GB13 yet.
That was the
that's-
bridge.
That was the
Thorn-
bridge. You
Thorn
did do
River.
that one.
We did do it?
Yeah.
Yes, that
Okay.
was the bridge we rebuilt.
Gotcha.
Okay. So
And 12, you forgot GB12, which was
GB12. There it is. Yeah, that was Tusk. Tusk. Yeah, that one. So let me just mark that.
That's
Okay,
where I
here we go.
died.
nearly.
And that one was also done over at RL4, so RL9, boom. All right, cool. So we got it. In either case, you make it back to Oleg's. And let me just pull up the calendar because I accidentally closed it. Here we go. It is now the 23rd of Frost, Wheel Day. And when you arrive, you notice something a little bit different in town. And let me just pull you to Oleg's. Boom. Now, go ahead and move yourselves to the bottom part of the map, basically around here.
The outside again.
Yep. Because once you get there, you see this man. You see a human who looks to be a... Oh, why was this not... One second, I need to show you the picture.
Oh, this headless, this bodiless chap.
The unnaturally handsome man.
I'm so mad that you call him that, but give me 1 second.
You can't say that I'm wrong.
I am not answering that question.
Bodiless Bernard.
No.
Bodiless Bernard!
Okay, here we go. So this is the gent that you see. You see that it is an armored human who is currently standing next to a human dressed up in leathers, and the pair of them are having a conversation.
Oh yeah, it's Markiplier. I forgot.
When shut up.
Someday I hope he sees
The,
that.
Now that you said it, yes.
He's missing
Oh
the
my
pink
god.
rings.
So, once you arrive, the figure is having a conversation with a human, and once you show up, he looks over, and he immediately spots you and raises a hand of motion for you. Oi, you lot! You're the ones that Lady Aldori sent, aren't you?
That's right.
Well, glad to see that you made it. The lady and the lady and lord of this outpost said that you had gone out some weeks back, and was hoping to have a conversation with you.
Well, that's good because we have some stuff for them. Sojin points to the
Before
preserved
we
head.
continue, may I ask who you are and who you represent?
Ah, yes, I apologize. The name is Keston Gares, and I'm going to put that in the chat so that you can see it. The name is Keston Gares, and I am was sent here by the lady some weeks back. You see, the Oleg and Svetlana had sent a messenger saying that they needed help with bandits, and I'm the first team that has made it. There was another team that made it, but and you notice a dour look in his face. Well, since you're just arriving, if you wish, I can tell you now, or I can let you get settled in. But before you leave again, I'd like to speak to you about something.
Might as well tell us right now because we're going to be talking with Oleg again here.
Very well.
No reason not to cover it now.
And he looks over towards your group and motions to the mercenary. Why don't you go on inside and get some of Svetlana's soup? We'll be out here for a little while. The human nods and then heads on in. And Keston says, very well. So, here's the situation. You see, we weren't the first ones that were supposed to come out here to help defend the Oleg's trade post. We're just the first ones that came and stayed. Because I sent a group that was led by a upstanding friend, someone that I had high hopes for. A Leshy. A Leshy, if you could believe. This Leshy turned traitor, and there they basically signed off and joined up with the bandits, or so I've heard from a survivor that managed to get back to Rostov. Now, I'm stuck here. I shouldn't say stuck here, but I'm assigned here to defend the outpost. Make sure to stay safe while you're on your adventures. But if you could find that Leshy, I would be most appreciative. Their name
Could you describe it?
Well, I mean, they're a Leshy. They're a plant thing. About 4 feet tall. Skilled in sword play, that sort of thing. And by the way, I put the name in the chat.
Troyka is really, really happy someone else asked about what they're looking for because she has no idea what a Leshy is.
So a Cabbage Patch... a Cabbage Patch child. Good.
Do you want them dead or alive?
Well, I would prefer them alive so they can stand trial before the lady. But if you can at least bring them here, then that will suffice. If you bring them alive, then I can give you... I'd say I can spare 3 weapons. 3 magical weapons. But if you bring them dead, then I can only spare 1.
Well then, we'll bring them
I understand.
alive.
That being said, you might want to take a look around because I also posted up a new bounty that the lady has issued. Long story short, Every adventuring party is going to be given a small sum of gold if they can bring proof that they've killed some of the bandits. Lady, it said six. Every adventuring group can be awarded if they bring proof of 6 bandits slain, scalps or some sort of sigils that they might have.
How many did you say?
6.
Sojin pulls
How many
out
of those
from,
amulets?
Hold on, what were you
pulls
saying?
How many amulets did we collect?
We have a total of 10.
Okay.
Sojin pulls out 6 of them and just hands those over.
What are these?
They're amulets.
The Silver Stag Lord amulets.
Right, but
Stag Lord issues them to his men.
so the Stag Lord is the so that's the
Leader.
one that the leader of the bandits. Very well. Well,
Yes,
you've saved yourself a lot of trouble then. I'll just take these from you, and I'll send these to the lady, and she'll send your sum of gold. I didn't expect you to be ready so soon, so I don't have that on me. I hope that's all right.
That's understandable. We kind of just
Oh.
you said, "Oh, we need these. We happen to
you-
have them."
Are you send? Do you have a method of sending things back to Lady Eldora?
I do. As a matter of fact, I have a messenger who's going out to get a fresh horse, who will be coming back within a day or so to run messages between us and Restov.
Would he be willing to include a personal letter on this next trip?
Of course.
Okay. thank
Who
you.
would it be going to?
Oh, just Lady Eldora.
Oh, well, in that case, no problem at all. By the way, does anybody want to, try to get any information about this new stranger that you're meeting for the first time?
Sojin looks him up and down. So you said you're the second group here.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you the second fiddle? Or is it what makes you so interesting that you get chosen as the second in command in such a place?
Well, I volunteered. You see, Fulgrim, I trained Fulgrim, so it's a stain on my honor that Fulgrim turned traitor.
Ah.
And if I wasn't bound to this place, I'd go. I'd go into the stolen lands and get them myself. But
Your job here is very important. Oleg has been harassed by bandits multiple times, and we appreciate what you're doing here.
Yeah, so he's mentioned. We've talked the first day I came here 3 days ago.
By the way, if you happen to come across a woman called Kressel, she is a former bandit who swore under with an oath to the gods that she would reform her ways. Make sure to just let her through unless she breaks her oath and turns again. She is under my protection.
Give me a diplomacy check. Meanwhile, anybody that has Brevoy lore or society can make a check, and you have to be trained. Can make a check to see if you can learn any information about Keston.
Would a politics lore work?
That will work.
Okay, I guess it. Let's see. There's diplomacy.
Hell yeah!
Okay, I think that's enough. Oh.
All right, so I'll just say it out loud since you all succeeded. It seems like it looks like. It occurs to you that Keston Garess looks to be a noble. Like he has a standing of one who used to be like a high-placed noble, but was busted down to a guard. And it occurs to you that there was rumor of a noble who basically had kind of an affair with a had an affair with someone, with a weaver from from like a village out in Rostov somewhere, and basically they were disowned, and so it seems that you're looking at that very person. Basically, got into a bit of a scandal of mingling below his station.
The basket boy.
Let's see.
Sojin
Yeah,
chuckles and just whispers.
actually, I wanted to ask, would Iskander be able to identify the name Garess? Is it the name of a noble house?
Yes, it is.
It
is one of the one of the noble families in Rostov.
Okay. Hmm.
And meanwhile, while you're deciding what you want to do, Keston looks over to Troyka. If you wish, you could leave the message with me, or if you wish, you can leave it with Oleg, and when the messenger arrives, I can have it sent along with them.
I will leave it with you.
Very well. I'll be here, so do you have the message ready, or do you need time to compose it?
I have it ready, and she provides a neatly written letter from her jacket.
Okay. I'll send this along, and when if I'm not here, I'll leave the response with Oleg.
Thank you.
Zarni is gonna look to Troyka. Did you want the journal translated?
Oh, She kind of thinks on it for a minute and says that, in time, maybe. I wrote down the important notes that I remember, but we can maybe examine it deeper in the future.
Okay.
I suppose keeping the primary with us would be the best decision for the time being.
Okay.
Oh,
So you first.
Iskander's going to ask Keston if there's any news about or any updates about the assassins that tried to destroy this expedition.
Unfortunately, the Black Tears are a group that works through intermediaries after intermediaries. So the lady has yet to unravel that weave. However, if you ask my opinion, I'm willing to bet that it has to do with Patax. Patax is the only nearby region that has anything to do with that has anything to do with the Stolen Lands that would want to act against us. Of course,
makes
that's an
perfect
unofficial
sense.
opinion.
They're farther to the south, aren't they? South and west.
Far, far to the south and west, but yes.
Yeah. Whoever successfully establishes baronies here in the Stolen Lands will be stuck between Rostov and Patax.
Will we have the Patax or the Patax?
Well,
The
thankfully, if you do get the rights to make a barony here, then you'll have Rostov's support.
I appreciate that.
But yes. Thank you, Weaver boy.
You actually say that?
They'll say, huh?
That says
Iskander's going to quickly cover over that and say, I appreciate your help very much, Keston.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just a plain thank you instead of Weaver boy.
And Keston gives you a glowering look when you say that.
But Sojin amusingly just salutes him with some acro. No, but he does it very seriously though. He acknowledges one bastard to another. One bastard to another. It's one bastard to another.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh God.
Okay.
You just insulted the man.
You brought up a bad feeling, and basically, like so the rest of the party is still neutral to him. You are going to be unfriendly to him.
I would like to re-roll that, actually.
Go for it.
Never mind!
It was
Okay,
not
you know
meant
what?
to be.
You know what? I'm gonna do something. Forgive my companion. He was a pirate. He does not
Doesn't
know
make it
his
better.
manners.
All right, he keeps his opinion guarded about that, and he just motions for the party to go on in.
Yeah, let's just head on in. Iskander's literally face palming as she walks in.
Like, oh my god, why am I working with these people?
Sojin just like, it's like,
You just stepped on a landmine.
be thankful I didn't
I
throw the
look-
boar at him.
I look up at him as I walk by. Sure wish I could carry that kind of armor. It'd be helpful going down the holes these people keep sending me into.
All right,
Again,
so
as I don't know if it got.
go ahead.
You
Please.
cut out there.
Yeah, I was saying, at least I didn't throw the boar at him.
All right, so the party enters, and once you arrive, so that you hear the tinkling of music as Lindsay is playing a song from a lute, and she looks up and she smiles brightly, seeing you approach, but she keeps on playing. Meanwhile, Svetlana looks over to Oleg, was dancing with Oleg, but then breaks off from the dance to basically approach your group, like, "You're back! You're back! I'm so pleased that you made it. How were things in the Stolen Land? Did you find the ring? Did you? No, I'm sorry. There is so many questions. Are you hungry?" You can tell that
I'm
she's
always
stumbling
hungry.
over herself.
Sojin pulls from his pack the ring and places it in her hand. One ring. Found.
That
One
better
board.
be the right one.
It is the right ring. Oh,
Sojin looks at him like, I'm a pirate. I know my loot.
this is wonderful, wonderful. Husband, look, they found it. They found it. And she's overjoyed as she runs over, and Oleg looks over. Thank you. I didn't expect you to find it, so I thought it was lost forever. But I will give you credit to the store. Say 30 gold, and Svetlana gives him a look. 50 gold credit.
Enough for a few potions, which we desperately need. Sojin is just chuckling away.
And you see a woman who is seated at a table look up. Oi, Oleg! Are these those adventures you were talking about? The ones that were going after Tuskgutter?
You mean the
Sojin,
By the way, you can Zarni and Troyka, you can move into the fort if you wish.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's all good.
yes, we slayed Tuskgutter.
That's
It was a close call.
You have his head.
Sojin
Yes.
pulls his horse, motions for his horse to move towards them and turn. The boar's head is preserved and tied to the side of the horse. He gingerly, with some effort, pulls it off the side of the horse. You can see the horse is relieved when the weight is gone from the one side.
The smell, too.
It's preserved. Add enough salt to cause it to not smell. It's
Wow.
prepped and ready for trophying.
Just smells like salted pork now.
True enough.
Well, and the woman basically spits in the boar's eye, and then looks to your group and says, "Well, since you've done this, you've saved my and my fellow hunters a lot of problems. This boar was causing many problems in our land. So, as promised, here's your reward." And with that, she unslings a composite longbow from her back and slaps it on the table. "You may have it."
May I?
And if you wish,
Sorry.
go ahead.
May I request one of its tusks?
Certainly. In fact, if you wish, I'm going to make head cheese out of this, and if you wish, I'll even share some of that with you.
That sounds lovely.
It's not the worst thing.
Sounds like a delicacy.
It's no worse than dry
Iskander's
cat
trying
with
so hard.
maggots.
And with that, what does the party do? I'm going to go down. We're going to start with Iskander this time. What are you doing for the next 10 minutes or so?
I actually don't know, so you can move to someone else first.
Okay. Sojin?
Sojin is actually going to talk with Oleg about procuring potions and supplies for the horses.
Okay. You wait until the end of his dance when he takes a break, and he says that he'll certainly be able to help you out. He does have plenty of minor and whatever the lesser, I believe, is the second one.
Yeah, minor and lesser are the two we're looking for.
He has plenty of minor and lesser healing potions, and you do have the 50 gold piece of store credit if you want to use some of that for that.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And basically any common item that's level 2 or below, he has available. Potions excluded, he has those. Besides that, so you can just start making purchases that you need,
All right.
and he'll go off with you to handle that.
Sojin,
Yes. Knives.
well, that nifty dagger we picked up, see if he can get a returning rune set on it so I don't have to keep picking them all up all the time.
Sojin looks to him. Would you be happy to have returning runes?
Give me a flat d20 check.
Roll it, Jory.
I'm getting there.
Ooh.
He does happen to have one.
All right.
Yeah, I have one. That'll be 55 gold pieces, though.
All right, we'll call the credit +5. All right.
I'll handle the 5 since it's my.
All right. You'll just pay me back at the end of the day here. I got
right,
I got the group. I got our group wallet here.
All right.
Can you can you etch it onto your weapon yourself, or do you need me to do it?
He was.
I would rather you do it.
All right, then I'll need the rest of the day to work on it.
That's quite all right.
All right, and with that, Oleg basically takes the dagger and heads on inside. And meanwhile, once he's alone, Svetlana goes to Zarni and says, actually, I was wondering something, if you and your group could help me with something. And I figured that you and Iskander, being the, you, Iskander, and Troyka would understand, but I want to do something nice for my husband. And there are a couple things that we need. Are you familiar with moonradish soup?
Yes.
No. But I am familiar with moonradishes.
Yes, it is his favorite meal, and I'd like to make that for him. There's also something else that he might like, if you can find time to find it. So what I just need is a basket of moonradishes, so that I can make enough soup for him and everyone that's here. And I would, of course, give you some as well, and the recipe, if you wish. The other thing is that Oleg has been talking about getting a Tetzel worm. A Tetzel worm that could be placed up as a trophy. Now, I have no idea where a Tetzel worm would be, but if you happen to find one of your journeys, if you could bring it, then please. And by the way, I put in the chat what it is.
Thank you. I had never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, me either. But Troyka, always happy to be involved, basically says, "You've got it." Or she says something slightly more polite than that, but like she is 100% ready to participate.
Excellent.
Oh, dear lord.
Okay, so you've unlocked the Oleg's Trophy quest and Moonradish Soup quest. So you can mark that down.
By the way, I know what I'm going to do now.
Okay, what's up?
Iskander's just going to spend the next 10 minutes with Lindsay. First, she's going to, sing with her. And then after that, she's just going to try and, gather rumors, essentially. Find out what's been happening. And she's specifically interested in, if she's heard anything about the other parties that have been through here. Or that have been, been through the Stolen Lands.
Okay. And I'll get to that in a moment, but so Zarni, since you were talking with Svetlana, I'm going to skip that. Jory, what are you doing for the next 10 minutes?
Eating.
Okay.
You asked a hobbit a question.
I really did. I should have known better.
I'm in an inn. What is a hobbit going to do?
Okay.
I will be watching all the people that are in there, though. Just curious. Not a curious gaze, not a intense stare or anything.
Okay. And so you'll just keep an eye out on things and see if there's anything that's unusual.
Yes.
Okay. I'll let you, you can make a perception roll. Okay. And Troyka, since you, Zarni, and Iskander, or actually Iskander was talking, so you and Zarni can make a nature check to see if you know anything about the tassel worms.
Okay.
We are both very knowledgeable.
Holy
My
crap,
goodness.
okay. That's actually very impressive, so let me just look up the info. And by the way, it's Tatzel, so it's what I spelled.
Tassel. A little thing for my castle.
Okay, so tassel worms are strange little dragon-like creatures that can basically camouflage against trees and stone. So basically, they can shift their colors to be brownish or gray, sometimes green in some species. The main thing about them is that they burp poisonous vapor. Or venomous, I guess.
That should be fun.
Joy.
Yes. And typically they live near watery locales, so you're going to want to look for them along the river. Now where? You'll have to look. Alright, so 10 minutes have passed. What is the party doing anything else?
Oh.
Oh, Iskander, give me a D20 check for the rumors.
Just a flat D20 or diplomacy?
No, Lindsay is always going to help the party because she's very friendly to the group, so no need for a roll.
Flat D20 then?
Yep. This is just
Okay.
which rumor you get.
Gotcha.
16. Actually, what I heard was that there was a big hill giant that's been wandering around the southern Comlands. Now, I would say you should, if you do encounter, you should give him a wide berth. Or, I did hear that he'll leave you alone if you give him a stiff drink as well.
The southern wetlands?
I'm going to type that in. The Comlands. And that's basically far south of, just beyond Tuskwater.
I understand. Thank you.
So someone should put that in the rumors.
Oh, yeah, actually, I can put that for you.
Actually, that's a good idea. I have the rumor sheet on here.
There you go. So you can copy-paste that. Now, you can give me a diplomacy check to see if Lindsay remembers anything else useful. You always
I'm
get
going to do that.
Yeah, every time you visit the Olegs, if Lindsay's there, she will give you one free rumor. All right, so you do get one more, so roll another d20.
All right.
19. Oh, actually, you know what? Now this one's a little bit spooky, but I heard that there's an old tower on an island in the Candlemere that marks a place where the boundary between the worlds and another world has grown thin. It's supposed to be guarded by some sort of deadly monster.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
No problem. I'll keep my ear out. And by the way, would you be willing to sit with me tonight and tell me about your adventure so I can write it in my book?
Absolutely.
Excellent. But for now, I need to play one more song because I promised 3 songs, and then we can sit down and talk after you eat.
Sounds good to me.
By the way,
Don't mind if I join you?
also cool. Oh, please feel free. It's an honor to have a hero play it for us.
Do you actually want me to like sing a song or just roll a die?
Yeah, we can roll, and I just want to make sure that anybody else, if anybody else needs to do anything. So, is there anything else that the party wishes to do?
I bought us. So if you guys are okay with me just doing shopping for us, I got us each 2. Just going with straight numbers here, I can get us 2 lesser and 2 minor each healing potions.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
And then selling off the junk items that we have nets us back a bit of gold and silver and copper, and then also the booze that we gave him, which I've yet to figure into yet, but that's another 3 silver in total there. So sound about right?
Yeah, the booze is sold at full value.
So, okay, doing the quick math there. Yeah, it's another 2 silver, 3
I think that
silver.
we ought to save some of that for ourselves.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I did.
he has 3 bottles.
Okay.
Yeah. So that brings our total of 12 gold.
Was there anything that the party wished to purchase while you're here in town? Because I know that you also have to worry about like feed for the horses.
Yeah, I was gonna get feed for the horses, of course, and
Restock our rations.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, is there like a specific item for horse rations or mount rations? I wasn't able to find one.
Called just feed.
Feed? Gotcha.
Yeah, it's standard feed, which is 1 copper for a week's worth of rations of animal feed.
I can't find it when I look it up.
I'm sorry?
I can't find it when I look it up.
That's because it's in a travel guide. You can look it up on Netflix, but it's
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. It's just 1 copper for a week worth of rations. You only need the unique if it's like a magical animal, like a hippogriff or something.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Well, my cat just assaulted me. Ow.
Oh, that sucks. You okay?
Yeah, he wanted snuggles. The next thing I know, he's launching off of my bare skin. Ow. Dang cat.
He's out here asking me now.
I know!
All right.
You should tell him no.
So I'm just gonna go down the list. Starting with Jory, was there anything besides potions or whatever and rations that you wanted to purchase?
I already did it with that dagger.
Okay.
So how many weeks of feed did we want to pick up for the 5 horses?
I think that a couple weeks, just 3 weeks rations for us, 3 weeks rations for the horses.
Okay, so that's 15. No, 5 times. Yeah, 15. Okay, 15 copper. So that's 35. So that's 4 weeks of. 4 weeks of that. Okay. All right, and I know he's busy, so I can't ask him for the
One.
no the rune. Yeah, I can't ask
Yeah.
him for that right now because he's busy doing Jory's, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I can wait. Hey, you beat me to it, man. I'm not going to begrudge that. But yeah, everybody, you can add 3 weeks of rations to your inventory. I've already calculated that into our group funds.
Jory, I'm going to add it to your sheet directly. Give me 1 second.
I was okay.
Oh no, I'm just adding the stat part. But go ahead.
I was going to put the rations and stuff in.
Okay, yeah. Just give me 1 second. I'm almost done.
Okay.
All done.
Okay. So that's
Now you
12.
can do the rations.
Okay.
12 times 4. 1, 2, 4 times 20. So okay.
All right. Well, while you're doing math, Troyka, was
Done.
there anything that you wanted to get?
No, not beyond assisting with the things that she's currently assisting with. She's just kind of still not really sure how to socialize, so she's just kind of like there for the time being.
I'm honestly imagining that Svetlana notices you wallflowering and like walks up and like tries to get you social. How does that work out?
Well, the thing it's not that she's not being social. She's like following around Iskander and like was providing help with telling things to Lindsay and the like. But like the moment she's left to her own devices, she's kind of like, well, fuck, what do I do now?
No,
Okay.
actually, for what it's worth, since they're recounting their stories to Lindsay, they're going to be there for a while.
That is true. So she can probably pass time doing that and then just do her usual thing once she's left alone.
Okay. So, would you two like to give me a performance check? I'm gonna let Troyka. You can use a lower skill to assist instead of performance.
Thank goodness.
I don't have a very high performance either. It's just 2.
Okay, I have a
negative
-1, so
you are going to get a plus. Both of you are going to get a +2.
Okay.
Because remember, Lindsay really likes you guys.
Okay, cool. Oh!
I mean, nailed it. I'll say I'll just. Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter how I do.
Well, you know, it would, because that would make it a -2, but it's still a crit, so it's fine.
Actually, really quickly, when Iskander retells the story of killing the boar, she says that she probably exaggerates by saying something like, she turned into a 8-foot-tall giant and stomped on the boar like he was a tiny child, or something like that. Oh my god, Troyka's trying so hard!
You know, are you good with
so
that?
hard.
Are you good with that, Troyka?
Yeah, this is like. This is as good as we're gonna get.
Okay. So, but remember, in the future, let the helpers roll first.
Okay, gotcha.
No, it's okay. But yeah, so
good.
it is an impressive story, and Lindsay is so pleased that she just says, she's just all starry-eyed and says, "Wow, you guys are really so amazing. I would like to offer my when you become barons and baronesses of the Stolen Lands, I would like to offer my services to your kingdom."
I appreciate that very much. But, for my part, I will not be a baron or a baroness. I will be a bay. I will be Iskander Bay.
That's so cool. Okay,
And this will be our Bailick.
So, effectively, because of the crit and because of the success, you have unlocked Lindsay as a choice for a counselor.
Oh, neat.
If you don't mind a big fangirl being a counselor.
I assure
I
you,
don't.
nobody here minds.
All right. So, with that, is there anything else that anybody wants to do for the night?
Nope.
Nope. Zarni is just gonna take the tusks that she was given and work on them.
Okay. So, night comes. Everybody gains a hero point,
Hey.
and the dagger is now complete. Do you want to take another day to have the other dagger? Do you want to hand over your rapier to have that worked on, or are you gonna just wait till the next time you come back to town?
What do you think, guys? Do we want to stay here another day, or do we want to head back out?
Another day won't.
I like the food.
Food's nice. I do have to admit that.
All right. Well,
How about you,
well,
Troyka?
She's perfectly fine with moving out earlier if the party wants to do that. She's not a.
He's not good with people.
No, I was going to say she packs light.
Gotcha. Well, I think I'll stay with the majority. Well, we'll stay here just a day longer so that we can complete that rapier.
Yep. That works for so.
And
Sojin,
Iskander,
So
you go first.
yeah. So he does tell you that while he was willing to do that first craft job for free because of Svetlana's ring helping out. He will charge for the next, and he's going to charge 5 silver for the work since you already have the rune.
Sojin just smiles, hands him a proper gold.
Okay. So another day passes, and you can mark down that you have that
Plus one.
rapier done. Yep.
Yep. All right.
While we're at the outpost, can I press Lindsay for more rumors?
You certainly can.
I'm going to do that.
Another day.
Yep, it is another day, so she might have heard something. All right, with your roll, I can't look at it right now.
10.
10? 10 is not going to be enough. Would you like to reroll?
Oh, yeah, I will.
Go for it.
Oh, I think that's not enough either.
What?
Oh, no, it's not a
No.
flat Oh, no.
Oh, it's
you're
not a flat
right.
D20?
No, I'm sorry, you are correct. I did say that she's always gives one free, so scratch that. So with a 10. Actually, just this morning, one of the messenger came and picked up the thing from some stuff to send to the Lady Aldori, and I overheard him mention something. Apparently, there's an old friend of a friend who had a brother who a traveling wizard who went missing in the Stolen Land some while back. His spellbook is probably just rotting away in the underbrush in some monster's lair. She ain't really. And it occurs to you that you've already found that.
Really? Tell me more.
What are the
Oh, that's
odds?
pretty much all I've heard.
Zarni, we already found it.
You
Yeah.
can make a diplomacy check to see if she overheard anything else.
Okay, give me just 1 second. Let's see. Yeah.
And we'll do it.
Oh,
So,
Sweet.
and actually, I heard also that there's an old foul-mannered trapper who's been missing for some time. They say he gave up trapping and joined a bandit camp hidden at the head of the Thorn River.
Why does that sound familiar?
Thorn, not
Well,
No, you were there,
that's
and you can confirm that there was no bandit named Brieg.
Brieg,
So
Orliv,
this one is
Orlivanch.
false. This one you've confirmed to be false.
Okay.
Swing and a
Gotcha.
miss today.
2 misses.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Alright, so day passes. It is now Fire Day. The 24th, I believe? Where's the calendar? I just had it open. There it is. Yep, the 25th of Farast. And now you're back on the map. Where would the party like to go?
Moon radishes.
Moon radishes.
Yep.
So just one to the south
And then reconnoiter?
and reconnoiter.
Alright, everybody's good with that?
Yeah.
Alright. So when you reconnoiter, you do indeed find that there is a moon radish patch there. And when you get there, you see that the patch is a naturally growing patch that grows moon radishes. And you find some kobolds that are sitting there, lying down, rubbing their bellies, just staring up at the sky like, whoa, these radishes are really good.
Oh,
We're
great.
over here like yum 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 yum.
Now, ordinarily this would be a potential combat encounter, but since you're friends with the kobolds, they take one look at you, and they tell you that you can have however many radishes you need to fill a basket. So,
Nice.
encounter done.
I'll ask one of the kobolds. Hey, if you pick us a bushel of these, I'll give you this dagger. And pull out one of the plain daggers that I don't need anymore.
You know what? I'm going to roll a d20 check to see if... Okay, one of them manages to get up, but they do that old groaning, like, get up when you're, like, after Thanksgiving dinner. So it's like... and he kind of waddles up and walks over to moon radishes and picks them for you.
Thank you very much. Here, you
I
can have
think,
the dagger.
Let's see. Potency. Where do I put the +1? Is that under other or?
Item, and for attack. Only the attack, not the damage.
Okay. It's under item. Gotcha. Boom.
Alright, so
Oh, that would have been awesome.
a day passes. I need somebody to roll a flat d20 check to see if you get a...
It's Zarni's turn.
It is Zarni's turn, you're right. 3? Nothing happens. You guys are getting lucky on these.
Nice.
Alright, so day passes, and you can continue on your way. Where do you go now?
We head straight back to the outpost, get that soup, or do we want to keep on exploring?
It's up to
I
you.
mean, we can drop them off and then go back down this way and head.
Right there, because it's unexplored.
Yeah. So we go here, drop off the radishes.
We know that this place is a cave at GB8.
Yeah, we
Aside
have
from
not
that, we don't know.
yet.
Yeah, well, do we have a... Is it possible to ford rivers, like over here? Without, a bridge?
It is possible, but it is possible, yes.
Does it take extra time or anything?
Depends on your roll.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good plan then. We can head over to GB18 as our goal. That's a Fangberry Cave for Balkan over here.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good to me. Actually, since it's been long enough that if we head down here, fully explore, head over here, get Fangberry Cave. By the time that we're done exploring over there, we're going to have enough time will pass that we can actually return to the Kobolds. They'll have the information about the Stag Lord,
That's
presumably.
right.
Sounds like a plan?
Yeah.
So, then once you get the radishes, you spend the day and you head back up to Oleg's. And when you go to Oleg's, Svetlana is very appreciative that you've brought the moon radishes. And she asks if you're going to stay tonight so that she can cook you some soup. If not, she'll cook a batch when you return.
I think I'd rather head out. How about y'all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
she thanks her politely.
She'll
Sojin
teach
Turns her
you.
down.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Sojin says, if you tell the kobolds that live on that area that our group has sent you such, they'd be more than happy to share and trade with you now, as far as we can tell.
Oh, possibly. we'll see what happens. But by the way, I almost forgot to mention, but since you've cleared out the Moonradish patch, that counts as a plains if you create a farmlands on that space
Hell yeah.
for the kingdom part. That'll make more
Nice.
sense once we get to that part of the campaign.
Yep.
All right, but where do you go now?
You saying she teaches me how to make the
Well,
Moonrise
she's
soup?
going to teach you when she's cooking it, so
yeah,
since
yeah,
you're not saying, you'll have to wait.
Okay, good. So we're gonna move down to here
Okay.
and investigate.
All right. Do you want to investigate today? Keep in mind you will risk exhaustion.
Well, we all have +1 Constitution at the very least, so
Oh, that's
that won't
true.
exhaust
You're
us.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We can expend that +1 for
We
this.
just can't do it again today
Yeah,
or tomorrow.
exactly.
So in that case, you do explore. There's nothing special about this tile, so you can move along. And then you camp down for the night. I need, let me see. Going back at the top, Grump, it's your turn. Make a D20 check.
It would be me because I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay. In that case, go ahead. Nothing happens. You're in luck.
Sweet. All
It is now Sunday, the 27th of Frost.
That
right.
never happens.png.
All right. We move down here to GB8 and
Okay.
reconnoiter.
All right, GB8 and reconnoiter. I need the party, and this is everyone can roll. I need at least one of you to succeed on a perception check to find what's actually there. Well, okay.
Oh,
I want everybody to roll just to see if everybody gets it, because this will be very funny. Okay, it looks like that everyone's found it, because I did give Troyka a bonus for being a kineticist.
my
You
God.
found a hidden resource.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
that resource, it's not just a cave that you found. You found a gold mine.
Oh.
And basically what this means is that if you build a work site there, it creates double the resources.
Nice.
So we'll keep that in mind.
All right.
All
So,
right.
So you bed down for the evening.
Mm-hmm. And who has everybody rolled for random encounter?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, back up to Grump. All right, you're in luck. Day
Wow.
comes. Where do you go now?
We go to 13.
Okay, I think you've already did 13. Yes, you
Yep.
did. That was the bridge.
And
Right.
okay, so we are going to go down to. We cross the river at 13,
Mhm.
Oh,
And
and
since you fixed the bridge, you can just cross. There's no biggie.
we'll move into that. So that's our 2 actions for the day.
All right, so you rest up. It is now the 28th of Frost.
Yep.
And the next day comes.
And we reconnoiter.
All right. And when you reconnoiter, you find the Fangberry Thicket, which is not so much a thicket just full of fangberries, but more like a forest, like a sparse forest that, excuse me, that eventually leads you to what looks like a thicket of trees that has 2 prominent bushes, one green and one brown. And I'm just going to take you to the map. I believe that everybody can see. Here, let me just... There we go.
Mhm.
Can everybody see?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so. And I already have the streamer eye set up.
Huzzah.
Where is the horse? There we go. I forgot
Yeah,
to name my horse.
Troyka has also not named her horse, so you're in good company.
I see 4 unnamed horses and 1 named horse.
Zarni just
One of these
has
horses not like the others.
have bonded with her horse yet, so it will get named once she has bonded with it.
It still says his steed. It does not say it.
Well, I can fix that for you, but what did you name it?
Wicked Salt.
Okay.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative just so that we can get this organized.
Mhm.
And don't forget to click your tokens.
Oops.
Right.
I'm re-rolling my perception because that rolled as stealth, which was
Yep.
weird.
You left it as stealth from last time. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody's rolled.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, there it is. It finally decided to load in. Oh, that looks nasty.
So,
The
Oh, yeah.
texture.
fine.
They do kind of look like
No, not the trees.
What's
The other
around the
stuff.
brown?
yeah.
Okay, so let me just make a roll real quick. Okay, so with that said, starting from the top, that's going to be Zarni. What do you do? Because you see that one of the bushes has a lot of green, bubbly slime just pouring out from underneath it, and there's also a green tree. Both of the bushes, bushes, not trees, both of the bushes have like big uh, berries on them, kind of a reddish orange color. And the bushes themselves, though, look particularly different. Bakken only told you to go get him some fangberries. So a nature check may be able to determine which of these are it, unless you just want to grab both.
Actually, I want to investigate that green slime.
Oh, good call. So that would be a nature check or a relevant lore. Nature 15. So, it takes you some time, but this is the kind of slime that is left behind by Stolen Land skinks. Basically, kind of a lizardy thing. And touching it or stepping on it basically sends like kind of a reverberation that sends a signal. It's kind of like an alert for skinks.
So kind of like a spider's web.
Yes.
Okay. Don't step in the slime.
Oh,
Skink? Is it skink
Okay.
slime?
Yep.
Joy.
I thought that skinks were tiny. Why is that concerning?
This is not normal lands.
Look-
Like
Look
spiders
this
in
way.
other worlds, the skinks here are large.
Oh,
So
Skinks
just
of
hoping
unusually large size.
huh.
So
Skinks
you're
is
up.
unusually large size.
Alright, Sojin looks between the two plants and tries his best to think about which, with his culinary nature, his culinary thinking, which one of these has the fangberries.
Go for it.
Please
Make
be the
that
green.
roll.
Please be the green.
Okay. You determine that the green one is full of raspberries, and that it's the orange one that has the fangberries.
Ooh, raspberries.
Sojin sighs. As much as I would love to say it is that one, that's just lovely raspberries. Of course, the ones we want for our good friend Bakken.
Are the ones
The ones
surrounded
in
by
the
skink slime.
skinks. There's probably skinks in there. And we can't really do much if we don't want to damage the.
Yeah. Well, that skinks.
What would happen if I burned the slime?
Likely, it'd probably propagate up into the tree.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Troyka, what would you like to do? Now, keep in mind. Oh, real quick. This is just for the knowledge check from earlier. If the skinks are not awake and actively looking for you, then you can. If you can avoid touching the slime, then you can get in and get out. Now, Troyka, you're up.
She is going to. use her. Damn. I mean, I guess her thought is, and she's gonna say, "Is like, I might not understand the situation, but can we try to pick them from behind the slime?"
I don't see why not. We can only see what's in front of us. I don't know if there's anything behind the tree, or
Well, she's
being
gonna-
able to get
gonna
up the
take a
tree
look.
without any slime. Totally possible.
Oh, we have a rope. Oh, wait, are these trees or bushes?
These are bushes.
Okay, she has
Oh,
not
alright.
moved her maximum amount of movement.
Oh.
Does she see anything that would give her pause or
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
And by the way, we're not in combat time, so you don't have to worry about movements time.
Gotcha.
23 is going to be enough. You see that on the backside are small swarms of skinks that appear to be sleeping. There is a clear path that you could walk through, but you would have to walk through them, requiring light footsteps.
AKA not Zarni.
Not Iskander.
Sojin, maybe.
All right, so Jory, you're up. Actually, real quick, Troyka, what do you report to the party?
she kind of makes her way back and says,
Actually, I'm going to put them on the. I'm going to put them on the map so that you can see them, since they're now visible. So, but go on.
Yeah, she's gonna make her way back to the group and inform them that she doesn't know what a skink is.
Well, whatever did you see something back there? Are you able to get to the tree?
There is a path. I don't know how feasible it will be to cross.
The creatures back there are sleeping, and there's basically a small walkway between them. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, more or less.
So,
We wouldn't happen to have anyone in our party who's stealthy, would
well,
we?
Real quick, basically it would be stealth or acrobatics to get through.
Oh, we could do acrobatics.
Yes,
Sure.
yeah.
That
Basically, it's stealth if you want to go behind the skinks. If you want to go through the slime without touching it, then it's acrobatics.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do.
All right, what you got?
Right. I'm going to walk right up behind this one.
Oh.
And do that.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're now in initiative time.
Can we leave
So,
our initiative as is?
Yeah, we're gonna leave the initiative as is. So we're
But the moment that Jory does that, Iskander screams, "No! I was going to eat raspberries!"
We can still eat the raspberries.
okay. So, God, you.
Seeing
Sure.
how it was asleep, it's probably almost dead.
Well, keep in mind I said it was a swarm of skinks. So,
Mm.
you know.
Oh my god.
All right.
And I'm going to assume that is capital S swarm of skinks.
They're not as bad as first edition swarms.
Okay.
So
let's go with this.
no
one.
more than 20.
Yeah. So, Jory, you rolled a 25. So, that is going to be a hit, definitely. 6 damage.
It's 12.
No, it's not, because they're immune to precision damage. Remember, it's a swarm. You can't exactly stab one for sneak attack.
He's bludgeoning.
Well, yeah.
You can smash one of them,
Well,
but then there's all the rest of them.
yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. Okay.
And also, keep in mind, since they're a swarm, they have damage resistance against non-AoE damage.
This would have been nice to know before I was
You were the
Stepping
one
up
who made-
to the plate.
Well,
You
you
can't
do
ran
blame the DM for this.
you do have two other actions though.
Oh, well. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
All right, that's gonna be a miss.
Uh,
Do you have, and that's a miss as well. Iskander, you're up.
Okay. Well, Iskander can really only do one thing. She knows to do. She spurs on her horse. I'm pretty sure that's within 80 meters.
Oh yeah. Does that
Yeah,
technically
yeah,
count as tough terrain now?
The slime is not tough terrain.
Okay.
She is just going to run over, and she's actually just going to stay back away from the swarm and throw a javelin.
All right, go for it. Make your roll.
All right, so it's one action.
Question. Actually,
Yeah?
Who decided to pick up the compound bow?
Whoops.
Yeah, who picked up the compound bow?
That's a good question. Oh, well, I did
And
8
you will
damage.
hit, but it won't damage them because basically you just kind of hit around the swarm.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I'll put that in our group inventory for now.
Yeah.
Nope,
That's it for you.
that's it.
All right, it's now the swarms. So the one swarm is going to move in to here. Actually, let me check its speed real quick. Swarm of Skinks has a movement of 20, so it has to move 2 actions to get there. And then the swarm will attempt to go into your space and will attack with its chewing bite. So
Hey.
you take 5 damage. 5 persistent bleed damage. You have to make a reflex save.
Okay.
hey,
Actually, is that attacking the horse?
Actually, unfortunately, yeah, it affects the horse as well.
Yeah. Wait, are you saying that it affects both of us?
Well, yeah, basically both of you have to make a reflex save.
Okay.
It's a swarm, so they don't really attack.
And remember, we have a +1 right now to that.
How do I roll that on my horse?
You just roll yours.
The dexterity. Actually,
Dexterity?
it should have the reflex save on its sheet.
I see like a dexterity, but I don't see a reflex save.
Give me 1 moment.
Oh wait, there it is. Alright,
Yeah.
I found it.
All right.
Oh, horse is fine.
Okay, so there you go. By the way, I just sent it to you on Discord,
Thanks.
Astrid.
thanks.
No problem.
I'll try and be quick
No, it's all good. It's all good.
because I was not
Hey.
expecting this.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either, but all right. So, let's see. You got a crit. Yildrim got a crit, so Yildrim's fine. You, however, only succeeded. So that means you're
5
taking
damage?
half.
Oh, 5?
So,
Or 2? 3?
Yeah, that's 2 persistent bleed damage.
Cool.
And also, you have to make a saving throw against venom. So make a fortitude save. You're fine.
Cool.
All right. And now for the other one, Jory, same thing. Make a reflex save and then make a dexterity save. Or reflex,
Hey.
you succeed.
And
And
then
that'll make-
fortitude.
Yep.
Ooh.
You should be good.
Actually, no. That's a fail, so you are now suffering from venom.
Yeah, it's a DC
Venom.
18.
So
Venom.
you now have the clumsy condition, and you are taking you take 1d6. You take 5 poison damage. So go ahead and add that.
How do I add that?
Basically just take 5 more health off of you.
With the you're talking about the clumsy condition?
Oh, the clumsy condition on your sheet on the right side. There should be a bunch of conditions.
Mhm.
Just click the one that says clumsy.
Okay. Did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
that's it. And that automatically fiddle with your rolls.
yeah, and also you'll have to roll again against the poison condition next turn. So you have 6 rounds of poison. All right, Zarni, you're up.
Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. Like I said, I was not expecting this. So I'm gonna give you a name fee, and if you could get me the sheet for it.
Yeah, sure. What's the monster?
Vexkit.
Ooh, what is a Vexkit?
Vexkit? What the heck is that? Okay, that's not any of the books I have on Roll20, so
no.
we'll work with it. So that's the
It's a level 1.
You actually can't cast the level 1 version yet because
yeah, I can. I am level 2.
Well, yeah, but that would have to be a second level spell. Actually, let me see. Yeah.
I thought it was -1 of your levels.
Who's level -1? No, it's the level of the monster. So what you're looking for is something from the level -1 list. Do you want me to come back to you?
That's confusing.
Okay. Basically, if you click on a monster like the Tooth Fairy, see how it says creature -1? Do you have the page open for a Tooth Fairy?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
See where it says, yeah. That means it's a level -1 creature. So you can summon anything from the -1 list. Once you get to level 3, you'll be able to cast from the next list down.
Okay, that mathematically makes no sense, but okay, I already have one of those, so let's do my little sprite.
Okay. So, just go ahead and click and drag it onto the sheet, and it takes a full turn.
Uh-oh, I have 2 on there. What the heck? And my computer just locked. Yeah, every so often when I move a tile,
Here, do you know what you wanted the sprite to do?
I was trying to figure that out.
How about I come back to you, since it'll take a while for the lizards to come back. Sojin, you're up.
Alright, Sojin is going to... I can move right on in here. It's 1 movement. Alright, and then we are going to... Well, let's try out this new rapier. The 26 hit?
A 26 will definitely hit. And that's going to do... let me see, this is piercing damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it does a lot less than you think it should. Because it seems like the creature seems to be resistant to like non-AoE attacks.
There's fewer a few of them, but not many.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. But
So
you do deal some damage to the swarm.
So you were able to skewer them. Unfortunately, there are many.
Exactly.
Yes.
Sojin, then fuck it, we'll just check out the cup. No. Nah, we'll save those for another time.
I mean, that would help.
Alright. Yeah, he casts out the caltrops onto them.
And the skinks will have to make an acrobatics check, but since there are many of them, I'm going to take a penalty for this. 12, so that's going to fail.
So they
that
do get. Fail. Let's see, they take 1d4. Let me roll that. 4, nice. Plus 1 persistent bleeding.
Actually, 9, because they're very damaged by swarm damage, by area damage.
Nice.
Very
Plus
nice.
they are bleeding.
Well, they are immune to that effect because there are
Okay.
many.
All right. Anyway, so those couch rocks are
Okay.
there, and then he that's it.
Yep. Troyka, you're up. By the way, Zarni,
Okay.
after this turn, I'll check if you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and look over the sprite sheet and so you can decide what you want to do, and we'll
already
get to you
have.
first.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Troyka?
Yeah.
Dot.
Dot?
Yep.
It is
Oh,
your turn.
and I thought we were doubling back.
No. I was saying after you take your turn.
Oh, got it. Okay, so
No. It's okay. Just miscommunication. No biggie.
she's gonna walk up to the edge of the slime and then start pelting skinks with rocks.
Go for it.
We're just gonna do a single 2-action kinetic blast.
All right.
So it'll be this is the to hit, and then we'll do the damage modifier after.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That definitely hits.
All right, and the damage is going to be 6 plus, since this is a ranged blast, it'll be that it's a 2-action. Okay, it'll be 6 plus 3, so 9 damage divided
Okay,
by 2.
What kind of damage?
This is a heart in the right place. She is blasting them with acid.
All right. Well, thankfully,
by the way, is apparently a thing I can do.
Yeah, it's
All right, well-
technically liquid rock.
Yeah, it's a versatile blast for water.
thankfully, the
Good
skinks
lord.
are not immune to acid, so that skink pile just immediately melts. All right.
Yeah, versatile blast is a weird feat. But yeah, that's me. That's everything I'm doing. She turns goo and rock into acid and dissolves some skinks in a vat.
Okay.
Oh,
Zarni, you're up.
no.
Okay. So I had actually summoned the sprite right where Sojin is,
Oh well, yeah. Just
and then my monitor bugged out.
okay.
But okay. So I'm gonna target the other group with dizzying colors.
Ooh, that's actually a good one. Will save 16. They are going to take a penalty. So, they have a little. Oh no, that's a critical fail. Critical fail.
Oh my god.
Stunned
They're
and
stunned
blinded.
and blinded. Awesome. Well, the blinded doesn't really. Actually, no, it does matter. This is actually going to be really funny if it comes to their turn again. All right. So, it is now Jory's turn again. First of all, actually, you don't make that yet. So, you take 2 damage from the persistent damage from the bites.
Okay. Oh,
And
where
then-
did the dang hit points go? Right there. Okay, 2 damage.
Yep.
Now it's my turn.
Yep.
Casey at bat.
Oof. You're clumsy. That hurt you.
Oh, that clumsy did hurt.
Yep.
Oh no.
Dear.
I can see just the hobbit the halfling angrily trying to smash these skinks, and the skinks are just dodging out of the way. They're confused, skittering.
All right, give me 2.
In my defense, as a player, I've never encountered a swarm. I didn't know what it was.
All good.
It's all good.
The learning experience.
You were,
I
you
don't
were
think
saying
we-
why this is a low level
honestly-
quest.
Honestly, we did not realize it was a swarm until you attacked.
No, Fiona had said it.
Yep, I did
Yep.
say that.
I
Well,
did
now I do
not.
the fourth.
I had missed that.
Well, hold on. Let me continue.
Now I do the
Jory?
fortitude save.
Yeah, you need 2 fortitude saves. Which one are you doing first? Against the actually no,
Acid.
give me a fortitude save first.
Ouch,
All right,
I'm
that's not gonna
re-rolling
be
that.
enough.
I was going to
Okay, go
re-roll
ahead.
it.
All right,
Hey,
you are cured of the poison.
Okay.
And now give me a flat d20 check to see if you get cured from the persistent bleed.
Oh yeah,
You're cured
Looks
from
like
that.
it.
Good job. All right.
and you're no longer
Nice.
clumsy.
Yep. So you can mark off clumsy. Iskander, you're up. You take 2 damage from the persistent bleed.
you know,
And now, what do you do?
Iskander does as Iskander does. She spurs her mount forward. Actually, she's actually going to like go backwards a little bit. She's going to go, rear up for a charge. She discards her. She draws her lance and charges. She doesn't really know much else to do, so that's all she has.
So I will point out something.
Mhm.
A horse running over a big swarm counts as AoE damage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
So
I'll
would you
do
like
the
to
lance
change
roll.
that action?
Certainly. So she started out over here. So if I go back, like 10 feet, and then 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. And now she's basically trampling them.
Okay. I'm just going to move you to the side so we can see the skinks.
Yep.
If that's cool. Okay.
Hey, that's all good.
So
Um,
go ahead
can,
and
can
give
she
me
still
a.
strike with her lance too?
You can. But what I was
Okay.
going to say is give me an athletics check for your horse.
On the horse? Gotcha. First I'm gonna do the lance attack.
Okay.
That's something. And then the horse, Yildirim. Let's see. Athletics.
Do you want to roll
Mind if I
that?
reroll that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Not meant to be.
It was not meant to be. It'll still be half damage, which will be 2d6.
Okay. 2d6.
And then we half that. So whatever you roll, half. And then.
Yeah, I do 3 damage.
Alright, so that's going to be. Actually, that's going to be 3 damage plus 5, so 8. So 8 damage because they are very weak to AoE damage.
And one other thing. Since 40 feet is the movement speed of Yildirim, Yildirim still has an actual attack. And she's just going to stomp on them with her oaths.
Alright, go for
Yildirim
Are you sure?
it. That was just not meant to be.
is trying so hard.
Alright, now
Yeah,
give me a flat
it's-
d20 check to see if you recover from the bleed.
Alright. Let's see. And that one's me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fortitude?
No, flat d20.
Flat
Oh,
d20,
flat
sorry.
D20. Oh, my bad. 1 second. That is...
It looks
Nah.
like you're still bleeding.
Yep.
Alright, now
Alright.
it is the skinks' turn. The skinks are blinded and they're,
Confused.
confused. So they don't know where to go. So they think they're going to try to run away and just get over here. Actually, only 20, so that's where they end up. And that's their turn. Zarni, you're up.
Okay. 1 second. I am doing math.
Hell yeah.
I move forward 2.
Okay, keep in mind since it's a 15-foot cone, you
Dang
have
it.
to get closer.
Yep. Okay. 1 second.
I mean, you have enough movement, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I just need to calculate what that was. Okay.
Since I'm blinded, I am going to take a penalty, and it looks like I failed.
Nice.
which means that's going to be 14 damage, and the swarm of skinks bursts into flames as the Breathfire wand basically eradicates them in one big fell swoop, burning some of the slime with it, but not enough so that it ignites. So you're safe.
Let's
Hell yeah.
not attack another swarm.
Why not?
Yeah, sounds like a capital idea.
Clear the space out for the next person who comes through.
By the way, the guys that are bleeding, you take 2 HP damage,
Ow.
and give me a flat D20 check. You can make a medicine check to try to help them out.
I'm on it.
Who's bleeding?
Not me.
Iskander.
Yeah, it's Iskander.
Okay. If it was Jory, I was not gonna help, but.
Okay, so it looks like that with Troyka's help, you are able to overcome the bleeding, as Troyka administers some basic first aid.
Nice.
And with that,
She slightly teases just that it's normally the other way around when it comes to helping with medicine.
Iskander just sort of lets out a deflated sigh and he nods agreeably.
and with that said,
This was a very practical exercise. We cleaned out the nest for the next people to come through.
Sojin just sighs and picks up his caltrops.
all right, you pick up your caltrops, and you can go ahead and gather up a bushel of fangberries. So
And
you gather
a
them up
bushel
and
of raspberries.
and a bushel.
Before
of
anything
raspberries.
else happens, Iskander rushes over to the other bush and starts gathering raspberries.
Yeah, the party can get their fill of raspberries. If you store them, which I know Sojin's going to, they will count as a rare material for cooking.
All right,
Because
I'll add that to my.
because it turns out these are Sylvan raspberries. Basically, they're slightly sweeter.
Nom 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 nom.
All right. So, with that said, the party has cleared out the skink lair and gathered up the fangberries, and it is back to the map. Real quick, time check.
We still got an hour.
6:50.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Just making sure. All right, so back to the fangberries, and I will mark that as a cleared part of the map. So, one moment. Boop, 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 boop. Good job. Where do you wish to go now?
My thought is
Actually, you will have to bed down for the night. So,
right. We do that, but the next day we go. So my thought is,
well, real quick, Troyka, if you could please roll a flat d20 for random.
I'm on it.
It's gonna be a
What does
4.
Mary want?
Nothing happens. All right, now what were you saying?
my thought on the process was go do this here. We go 19. Check in with the kobolds. Go this one. I guess check in with that.
I mostly agree. I'm just going to say we stop here and then go to Bakken's hut instead of RL3 again.
Oh, sorry. I thought you're right. My bad.
Oh, good.
I thought 3 was Bakken's hut for some reason. You're right. This is the better path.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're going to stop at the kobolds, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
But first, we're gonna check out 19.
All right, so the next day you move and you reconnoiter. And what you find is that 19 is the Thorn River crossing, which grows unusually shallow here. The resulting ford is never deeper than a few feet. Basically, this is a perfectly traversable piece of river that you won't need a bridge for. And nothing happens. There's nothing special there.
All right.
So that is now clear and explored. It is now Iskander. Please roll a d20 check, if you please.
1 sec. So did we... Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Let's see, D20. Ah!
I'm not even surprised.
All right. pop in, meet with the kobolds.
All right. So when you arrive at the kobolds, and by the way, at this point, everybody please mark. Actually, let me do the math real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now, yeah. So at the end of the day, you'll have to mark off a week rations.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So once you arrive at the kobolds camp, the kobolds tell you, friends, you're back. How have your adventures been?
We've been doing well.
Fruitful. We've cleared out the Fangberry Grove, as well as checked in with your friends up in the Moonradish Grove. It seems that you have a little farm up there. That's really nice.
Indeed.
It is. Moon radishes are delicious. They're the best. And this is
Big friends
Mick
with-
talking. By the way, the chieftain bade me to tell you that we found your friend, the Stag Lord and his minions. Do you have a map
Oh?
ready?
Sojin opens
Yes,
up
we
their
do.
map.
And boop.
Hey.
Not bad.
Yep. Right over here. Motioning to a part along the river. Now I need somebody to roll a flat d20. This is Sojin's
Yep.
turn.
A 10.
Okay. Now we couldn't get too close, but they do have watchers there, and it's a single building, single road leading down into it, and a large field surrounding it on the outside.
I see. Well,
We appreciate you very much for your help.
It is my pleasure.
Well, you'll be rid of the Stag Lord soon enough.
I look forward to it. And with that, will the party continue on your way?
yeah. Crap.
Actually, does anyone else want to do any interactions with the Cabal?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, before we
Yes.
go?
Yes, I do.
Go for it.
Which one are we talking to?
This is Big Mac, the one that you rescued from the
Mick.
Mitflits.
Right. No. This is not directly related with that. I was saying the password we were given
Yes.
for to the Stag Lords.
Oh, yeah.
You
What's that
said
again?
we had said that we had mentioned that she gave it to us, but I did not write it down.
Oh, I'll look for that. In the meantime, go ahead.
So yeah, I guess we're going on ahead then.
Before we go, Mick.
Yes.
When we were previously here, I gave your leader one of my daggers. How is that working out for you?
We haven't much had need of it for against the Mitflits, but it is working out very well. And looking over the Troyka, we've updated all of our weapons with the techniques that you've taught us. We feel stronger. Old Sharptooth will be pleased. And we're
Mick.
pleased with you, friends.
Mick.
Yes.
I give to you one of my other daggers and a second dagger with which you can give to one who you think deserves it.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, by the way, Blasty, I'm going to put in chat with the password. This is what Cressel would have told you. I'm just writing down the quote. You can fill in.
Yep, that's exactly what I just found. You did put that in Discord.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
thanks.
So, yep, that confirms it. Thank you.
No problem.
I will put that in our quest notes.
So, Troyka, do you say anything about how they acknowledge what you've done for them?
Yeah, she's very appreciative. Like, she is genuinely, like, she tries her best to learn around the kobolds.
And Mick says, I'm not the chieftain, so I can't say this officially, but I'm sure that Chieftain Sootscale would agree. But if you wish to sleep underground, you're always welcome.
Seems just genuinely really like appreciative, and says, if I find any caves while exploring that might have minerals or metal worth mining, I will pass it on to you so you can expand your colonies.
Thank you. I'll be sure to let the chieftain know.
Iskander's actually just gonna just sort of whisper quietly to the rest of the group, especially Troy. Well, okay, just Troyka. We discovered that gold mine. Should we tell them about it? I mean, it would be a valuable asset to our kingdom, or to our barony, to our Bailic.
And having the kobolds already start on it and then pulling him in as part of the Bailic would not hurt.
All right, well, seems like we're doing then. She says, actually, speaking of, we recently discovered a gold mine that if you have a contingency or people looking for a new mine to dig in, we could use the help.
Yes, I'll speak with the chieftain and see what he says, but this is great news.
We will.
You tall folks are pretty good.
Thank you. We won't look into finding anyone else to handle it until we hear back from you, so that you can have first crack if you want it.
And he nods. And Sojin, you're about to say something?
I said he indicates on their map where that is.
Okay. And he jots it down.
Okay.
Alright, did we have another move this turn, or is that it for this turn?
No, you have another move this turn.
Alright, let's move on to VB15 then.
Yep, and you already know what's there, so we don't need to worry about that. It is now Zarni's turn to roll a flat D20 check.
Okay, 1 second.
Meanwhile, I need to update the calendar again.
D20.
Yep. And remember to decrement your rations.
Yep.
And I will mark the horses down a week.
13. You need a little bit higher for a random encounter, so you're safe again.
Hey!
Alright.
Next day comes. And ready heals and gains. Yeah, go ahead.
Can we explore this tile? Or have we already explored it?
You've explored it. Go ahead.
That's our cursed idiots tile.
Oh,
Nettles Crossing.
right.
Yeah, you have to resolve that quest or kill the ghost before that'll be cleared.
Okay.
So you can explore this tile if you wish.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
We reconnoiter.
Yep, you reconnoiter, and there is nothing there, so it is safe and cleared.
I have to roll a d20, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
All right.
We are
rolling. Boom.
So yeah, really, I want to ask, do you want to stop here first? We apparently know that there's something here.
Yeah, might as well. We got the time.
All right, GB10. Let me look that up. Here it is. All right, so you reconnoiter, correct?
Yep.
All right.
I imagine that's just like going across the river, and it's like instead of going down to this one, we just cut across this way.
All right. So you spend the day there, and you find the Shrike Cascade, and I'll put that in the chat if you need it. It is a landmark. A few of these are landmarks, but basically,
this one's a waterfall, right?
It is a waterfall. The Shrike Cascade is a single waterfall. The river plummets 50 feet over a cliff, making it impossible to navigate by boat. However, the vista of the waterfall itself is breathtaking. You can try to climb up the wall face with an athletics check.
Nope.
Actually, I'm trained in athletics.
I'm also trained in athletics.
You know what? Let's be idiots and do this.
Have fun.
No, actually, I am trained about the acrobatics and athletics.
So, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Specifically
really
athletics?
quickly,
Yeah, this one's athletics.
Does it damage my athletics to have armor on, or
No, but it looks
Okay.
like that Jory is the only one that succeeded. You climb up the
Oh.
slippery surface, and once you get up there, you find like halfway up the mountain, you find a small little like crevasse, not crevasse, a platform that juts out. And there you see what looks to be a hole in the wall, and inside the hole in the wall, you find a small little satchel.
Oh,
Cool.
And
I'll take it.
What's inside?
I'll examine it later.
Well, we got all day.
Well, examine later, as in he wants to get back to safety.
I'll say, yeah, he's up there and we're down
That's-
here, and
okay,
he's been
that's-
there and we're out here, and there.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. Fair. I'm jumping the mental shark.
When I get back to camp, we'll open it and see what's inside.
okay, so when you open it inside, when you get back, actually, you're gonna need to make another athletics check to climb back down.
Watch it
Oh.
fall.
No, you make it just
Nice.
fine. You clamber back down, no issues.
You tall people are.
I swear I'm better at this than it seems.
So I'm going to jot down what you found. Give me 1 second. Boom.
Oh,
And by the way, the musical instrument is a flute.
nice.
So it is a virtuoso level flute, which gives you, I believe, bonuses to performance checks, and or you could sell it for 50 gold pieces.
Hell, Lindsay might like that.
That's almost a kinetic actuator.
Kinetic actuator?
Yeah,
That's
don't worry about it.
I won't worry about it. You got it.
all right. So the party's gonna camp down.
Yep.
All right. Jory, give me a flat d20 check.
Poor Fiona.
I'm very amused at this point. I'm not even mad anymore.
All right. So then, okay.
All right. It is now by the way, it is now. Last night was a beautiful full moon, just as the day passes from Faraz to Gosran. So it is now the 1st of Gosran.
Sojin wakes, singing a sailor shanty about the full moon during his night shift.
All right, and when you explore, there is nothing special about this. It is now explored, however.
All right. Okay. Do we want to go here and explore, and then head to him, or do we just want to straight head over to him?
I want to head straight over to him.
All right. So we
All
head over to Bakken's.
Okay.
I was thinking that, like, we could just fully explore these road tiles before we head over here, though.
Yeah, head over there, pick up some soup.
Actually,
Let 'em know
since those are road tiles. Basically, they've already been built, so they are
okay.
considered explored. So I'll update that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Meanwhile, once you make it back to Bakken, it's been a few days, and Bakken is currently brewing up some potions, his strongest potions. And once you arrive, he greets you and says, "Oh, it's been quite some time. A few weeks, has it not? How is your group?"
Well,
We're doing all right.
we've survived. We stopped by that fangberry, the fangberries.
Ah, excellent. So you
You
have
made friends with Kobolds.
Yes. Sojin pulls out the fangberries.
this is plenty. This is exactly what I need. Well, let me Here, I would like to offer you a reward then, but I'm going to give you a choice, actually. If you wish, I could either give you discounts, say 25% for 3 months, or I could give you any 3 potions that I currently have in stock for free.
What kind of potions do you have in stock right now?
In stock, I have 2 minor healing potions, 2 lesser healing potions, a moderate healing potion, a lesser potion of fire resistance, and a lesser potion of cold resistance. And I'm going to put that in the chat so that you can see it.
I think that we should take the discount. We'll probably swing back around to them at some point. Well, what do y'all think?
As much as I would love the discount, sounds about right.
Makes sense to me.
Very well, then discount it is. I see that you've been journeying for some days. If you'd wish, I can roll out some tents so that you can sleep here for the night before you continue on your way.
That sounds wonderful.
Lovely. Also, before they camp down for the night, Iskander offers a few of the fresh raspberries as well.
I don't much like raspberries. I'm more of a strawberry fellow, but I appreciate the offer.
I mean, Sylvan raspberries might make some good potions.
I'll try some then.
Or at least make a good flavor additive.
That's true. Worst comes to worst, you could also just use them for the color.
You know who actually did like raspberries? Now that I think about it?
Hmm?
My bastard brother. My younger brother, Kermil. He spits on the ground. Kermil. Not Kermit. He's a froggy fellow, but I have no problem with him. But Kermil. He holds up his right hand and indicates like a big nasty scar on his pinky finger. Bastard cut this into me the last time we fought. Bastard was trying to rough up our mother, rest her soul. But he took off right after I fought him off, and apparently lived in a hollow tree somewhere down to the south. Well,
was it a sycamore tree?
No. He's living as a hermit, but no, just yeah, I shouldn't. Well, hopefully the wildlife in the green belt got him.
Well, if we run into the bugger, we'll help nature along.
I appreciate that. In either case, is there anything else that you wish? Before I get back to work?
Any potions that we need?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I think that we're good.
Very well. With that, he says, feel free to set up camp wherever you like. I'm going to get back to work. And he goes back into his little hut, shuts the door, and you hear bubbling and like glass clinking as he gets to work.
Yep.
What does the party do?
Camp down for the night?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So that's 3 months out. That's until the end. Until the start of Erastros. Okay.
Yep. So you can put that in your notes.
Yep, that's what I'm putting.
With that, since you're in a safe space, there is no need for a random encounter. So, day passes. It is now the 2nd. Where do you go now?
Straight over to the outpost.
Okay. So, what do you do once you get to the outpost?
I'll deliver the basket full of moon radish.
No, we already did that.
Wait, we did that?
You
Shit!
did that already. So
Remember,
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
do you still want to go there, or do you want to just go back down?
Yes. So this time I'll actually have to consult all of you. So we could either go to, at this point, so let's not move yet.
Okay.
We could either go to the right and start going down this way, or, and this is my preference, we could start heading to the left again, and start heading down this way.
Go to the forest.
Explore the forests. Make our way in a circuit down to Tuskwater Keep.
Yeah.
That sounds
You know what? All right, so we do this. So we go explore. We go through there, through this, bed here for the night. Learn we get the special meal of moon radishes.
Oh,
Which I get
you know
to
what?
add, which I get to.
Since we're going to be traversing through the forests, like a lot of forests, I'm going to recommend that we start pushing ourselves. Use that one constitution to, get one exploration per day. So, like,
Basically,
traverse.
going through forest
explore.
tiles will take
Mhm.
extra time, so...
Yep.
Real quick, but Iskander actually asked a great question. Troyka,
Mhm.
do you make any interesting sculptures of your journey thus far?
I mean, all of my sculptures are interesting.
Well, I mean, any particular that of note for recent stuff? Basically, I'm asking you, like, what did you make on your most recent night out?
Skink.
Pink.
So
What
basically, we're
pose?
gonna be leaving a trail of skinks, is what you're saying?
I mean, it's not going to be a skink every day. Like, it's going she's like rotating through basically everybody, but like she's gone through all the party members at this point. She like start doing everybody's horses, but I mean, look, it's hard enough to draw a horse. I'm sure it's even harder to sculpt one.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, and then like after a while, it just starts being like she keeps trying to sculpt somebody, and and I say trying to specifically because she doesn't seem happy with it every time.
Mhm.
And it's a winged figure, but she just cannot figure out the details on it. She keeps saying like trying to remember what this person looks like is like trying to remember a dream.
Mhm.
So there's a couple of times, like there's a couple of nights where she will try to make whoever this is fail at it, but say, essentially that like she's not going to get it if she doesn't keep trying, so she's going to keep trying.
Sojin says, "You will remember. Don't rush yourself. Sometimes the mind is blind to itself."
Wise words. Thank you. I'll try to keep my spirits up.
You've got all the time in the world. And at this point, Iskander whips out a bottle of time that she was keeping around.
I was wondering where that went.
Bottle of what?
Time,
Oh,
like the herb.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
With that said, the party is everybody good with continuing on to Oleg's?
Yeah.
Yep.
yep.
Okay, so I'll just put you back on the map. Once you make it back to Oleg's, as usual, Keston is waiting for you at the gate, and he greets you, and he says, "Oi, you lot! How have your adventures gone? It's been about a little over a week, aye?"
I
Believe so.
and sorry about my comments last time we met. I realized that was rather
Important.
sour.
Keston is pointedly not looking at you, but actually give me a diplomacy check. Let's see how it goes over.
Not bad for having not being properly trained.
So Keston says, "Look, yeah, I know the rumors, but very well. I forgive you. Just don't bring it up again. It's a sore spot."
I promise not to. Anyway, we have not run afoul of any more mooks or bandits, but we do know where he is based, and we are planning to head on into there in the following weeks.
Excellent. That's good news. Speaking of which, obviously, since you know where the Stag Lord is, it's probably not of use to you. But there's actually a gent here that is waiting inside the fort. Actually, let me remove that one because she's gone. A an old druid who actually came here looking for help with something. You might try to talk to him. I think his name is Jod, and I will show the picture. In either case, that's all for me. Oh, speaking of which, and he tosses over a sack of gold with 30 gold pieces in it. Your reward from the Lady Aldori.
My thanks.
And
Greg
with
is
that,
full concentrating on not accidentally calling Jumanji mom since that's happened before.
all right. Well, I'm gonna get back to watching the gate. So go on in.
Thank you.
So, what does the party do?
Well, let's go talk with this idiot. I mean, druid.
So
Do
you
you think
find
anyone who is
Jod.
not a witch is an idiot?
You find Jod, who's currently seated
Yeah.
at a table, drinking, sipping the last bits of a stew. And once he looks up, he bows his head in greeting to you, and he says, and actually one of the mercenaries by his side slaps the old man in the shoulder and says, "Hey, over there, them's the ones that Keston was mentioning." And Jod nods. Oh, well, if that's the case, then I would like to very much speak with you, if I may.
Oops.
And he puts down his bowl. Forgive me about this. I heard that there was an exploration charter that came out to your group, and I wanted to offer my assistance. I am a druid, so can cast druidical spells and that sort of thing, and I am also a crafter of some sorts. But most
Cool.
importantly, I can provide healing services as well. But there's also something that I've had a vision of that I'd like your help with, if you are of a mind to help Aristiel, the god of the hunt.
Uh, certainly. What were your visions?
Well, you see, the vision says there's a lost temple to Aristiel somewhere in the Stolen Lands. I believe somewhere in the forest, in the Green Belt. And all I know is that it is south in the forest of the Gnarl Marches, and if we can find it, I would like to reconsecrate it. Aristil has given me a vision that it is corrupted, and it could perhaps be of some use to the lands if it could be reconsecrated and restored.
Huh? I certainly see no reason not to. Will you need to be present for this to take place? Do you need to accompany us? We do go on dangerous adventures.
Well, if you can find it, then I can ask the guard to accompany me there. First, I need to
Okay.
know if it exists, so I can wait here as needed.
Question.
All right.
Well,
That sounds like a plan.
Yes, looking at Zarni.
Oh no, this is a question for the GM.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What is Aristiel's relationship to Mother Vulture?
Let me actually look that up for you. Give me one moment.
Good,
How do you
bad,
spell that?
neutral.
what was the name of the god again?
Aristil, which is Old Deadeye. One moment, I'll type it out for you.
Old Deadeye.
There you go. Okay. So actually they are they're kind of tense allies because Aristil believes in protecting communities and basically nurturing a space. They're just not for the whole rot aspect of Mother Vulture. But since they both believe in nurturing communities and protecting your reputation, they're allies, so they are
Okay.
friendly.
Okay. I see no reason not to help you.
They are cagey at best.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then, if you can find evidence of this, and if you can clear the way so that I and a group of soldiers can accompany to consecrate it, then that will be enough.
Easy
And
enough.
that you have unlocked the Vision of the Elk quest. Oh, ignore the XP.
I did not see that.
So, a Vision of the Elk quest. Basically, you have to find and clear the Temple of the Elk. All right. Is there anything else that the party wishes to do? I'm going to go down the list, starting with Jory.
I'm gonna be eating and getting more rations for my horse.
Okay.
I've already taken care of that on the group chart.
Okay.
Cool.
I
So-
added us 2 more weeks of rations for the horses, and done the numbers.
Okay. Lindsay will, of course, question anybody who's willing to talk about the adventure so far. Although she's surprised, she of course fluffs it up as you didn't really have much dangers except for those nasty little skinks. Clearly, it's because you're so powerful that the bandits were scared of you.
That's right. They're running away from us now.
Sojin is going to take the time to talk with the lady of the Svetlana and learn the moon radish soup.
Yep, and she's also prepared a bowl of moonradish soup for everyone. So, the moonradish recipe. I will tell you what that is, what that does in just a moment. But it's basically one basic, one rare ingredient. While I do that, Troyka, what are you doing while you're here?
She is. She's talking with Lindsay to try and because I think she considers herself a pretty objective person when it comes to talking about events that have happened. So she's trying her best to give good info on the story, which is why the story about how this is more a joke for you, but she kind of has Merceau energy where she's going into extremely verbose detail on mundane things that happened during the adventure.
But I just popped the info about the moonradish soup.
Yep.
So yeah, she's talking with Lindsay and probably giving extremely detailed descriptions of mundane objects that she encountered.
Okay, she accepts that, and she is appreciative for the story, and she is very attentive, taking notes, and is questioning you, and you find that she's more engaged by your attention to detail, because you may not be as fluffy a storyteller as others, but she appreciates the accuracy of your details.
Hooray.
So that's Jory, that's Troyka, and that's Iskander. Sojin is learning a recipe. Zarni, what are you doing for the rest of the night?
The rest of the night, she is still working on those tusks. She's kind of crafting them so that way they can be added to her raiment.
Okay. Give me a craft check.
Sure.
Okay. So, since you've been working on it, I'm assuming in downtime during the past few days.
Yeah.
I would say it's going to be complete. How do you fashion it? How is it added to your arraignment?
So she has delicately drilled a hole through the thicker circumference of the tusks and threaded them onto her necklace. But on top of that, she has actually made carvings and etchings that are in her tribe's language.
Ooh.
Like blessings and the creature's name and things like that. Blessings to the mother vulture, by the way.
Of course. Okay.
Sojin sees this and just tears up a little.
Can he read her tribe's language? Ha ha ha!
Yes, he can! Yes, he can!
Okay, so then the night goes on without much incident, and do you leave the next
Miss
day?
me.
Oh, and by the way, time check.
It's almost
About
7 o'clock.
Okay, so then I think this is going to be a good place for us to end the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So let me factor in the XP because you guys did actually quite a bit more than I calculated. So I just need to do some math.
We are efficient.
You are. So that's da 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 da
The dice was ever in our favor.
I know,
da
right?
Oh yeah.
da da.
Yes, all those low rolls.
Aini,
And
what's the matter?
Mom, come to bed. Mom, come to bed.
That's hilarious because he's not on my bed. What?
then who
Wants
was
your
and who
attention.
was Bone?
No. You can do
Huh?
those weak little mews. Come here. Troublemaker.
All right, almost done. Let me see. You did that quest. Oh God, you guys did do a lot of quests. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
We are quest efficient.
Apparently, Jesus. All right, so that's
We are not the usual ADHD.
all right. You did that, so that's another 30. You did that because you did do the Kobold quest. You did do Tuskotter. Oh, and by the way, the head cheese has been left if you guys want it.
Yay!
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, she wants the head cheese. Fine. You can add that to your
She will
your
just
rations.
eat
I mean, Sojin would eat it. He's just like he's not gonna like it.
it. She wouldn't make him.
Oh yeah, no. Like he is just like that is a reminder of the bad times.
Okay, looks like you guys have earned 400 XP.
So that puts
Which
us
puts
over.
That puts us at 1,000 and 1,140, which is a level, puts us into the level, leaving us 140 XP. So we're level
Yep.
3.
Yep, you
Woo!
finally reached level 3. Congratulations.
Nice.
Thankfully,
Hey.
level 3 is a fast level for
Yep.
like nearly everyone. And you know what that means? Zarni can actually use her second level spells that she just got, and she can learn too.
Yay!
You get to pick any 2 level 2 spells and add them to your sheet.
Alright.
Any
Mostly it was
level
any
2
two.
primal spells.
Does
At
that
first-
mean I could pick 2 cantrips or?
No, they have to be level spells.
Oh.
You can you can purchase level cantrip spells scrolls from Oleg. So if there are any that you want, you can purchase them.
Okay. Later.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, would you be willing to let me take the multilingual so I can pick up undercommon?
Since you've been studying specifically this the book, I will allow it.
Sweet.
Oh, holy fuck! I pick up the most metal ability in the game.
What is it?
Oh.
It's called Extract Element, and it and on a failed fortitude or on like a fortitude save, I can make enemies weak to things that I can like elements I'm attuned to.
Oh
That's
boy.
cool.
Meaning you can just rob if we encountered something with like acid immunity, since acid is an element I can extract element on them and possibly turn that into like acid vulnerability.
Oh no.
That's disgusting.
Oh, I'm trying to look at the
Say that one more
language
time.
up on. What's the name of the language again? It was undercommon, or was it?
Undercommon.
I'm not seeing that on even on the official forum, the official arc.
Well, it's there if you look at Nethys. It's it's undercommon.
I'm
What
literally.
Wait, there's a remaster. Okay, that's right. They changed it for the Sakroth. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, yeah, that's what I found. Okay, it was Sackvoth. That's what it linked me to. Okay. I was double
Okay.
checking.
So, if you remind me at the start of the next session, I'll send you what's in the journal, since I'm assuming you're going to spend the night reading it.
Oh, yes.
Cool.
Anyway, we should probably close out.
Yep, so
Yep.
go ahead.
So
All
what
right,
do we get
guys.
for level 3?
Real quick, go ahead and close it out.
All right, guys. We're going to head out for the evening. Everyone have a good evening, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.